Jam with Myra Maloba.
From 254 to the world, it's all about that hip-hop culture. You're listening to The Vault.
De La Funk Dambola Hip Hop na Dig Down Records Chumvi ya majuto Amboni yangu au sio? Ndani ya nchi yangu na poro ardhi uso nyuso za watu wafu. Tumekufa nyoyo, hai bila ardhi hatupati katu. Viongozi wasaliti halmashauri na wawekezaji, wanasaliti maendeleo rasilimali ardhi. Nikidai haki na tupo korokoroni, wanaharibu mazao shambani, watoto hawendi chooni. Wamebomoa nyumba, misimamo kama imani. Kula ni kazi, pasipo ardhi ni kazi gani? Kumtenganisha mtu na ardhi ni kosa, ni kumtaka afe, kumtaka asizikwe akidondoka. Babu zetu walikuwa manamba kuchumia tumbo. King umekufa, umetuachia chumvi ya majuto.
Kila siku ni majonzi, tumesahau kutabasamu. Macho kutwa ni machozi yanatiririsha damu. Tumezidi kuzoofu kila kukicha, tumebaki vipofu, hatuoni mwanga mbele giza. Tumeterekezwa na serikali ya nyumbani, tumetengwa nayo. Ardhi ya nyumbani inaongea rushwa na sisi hatuna kipato. Pesa tuipate wapi wakati ardhi ndo chanzo cha maisha yetu? Kiomoni na Mzizima hamtambui kilio chetu, kesi yetu mnaizima. Ni serikali gani isojali watu wake, inayoumiza wengi kufaidisha watu wachache? Nyuso zimekosa nuru, moyo umebaki vipande. Hatuna huru tukiandamana lumande. Iko wapi furaha? Mwangaza wa maisha yangu yamebaki majela, nalia amboni yangu.
Hip hop ni culture love, usisahau.
Kutoka D-location, mao tunanena operation. Wakilisha, lyrics zetu kama magic potion. Ma MC wakifanya imitation, gawa show, wana intuition. Mao tuna hip hop passion, no wonder tunawapa MC tension. Microphone kuna hesitation, take it, mao operation.
Shanga pita flow, tuki flow, hanta feel. Warogi wa wili tukikuja na hip hop so real. Sema yo ni kana brayo. Baka shanga pita flow, tuki flow, hanta feel. Warogi wa wili tukikuja na hip hop so real. Sema yo ni kana brayo. Electra phenomena, baka kwa X-Files. My MC wakiniona wote wana enter exile. Kama Mobutu Sese Seko, naleta mtetemeko shinda thunder. Kila mtu anabaki akiwanda, hata ukiaskevanda hata kushow. Nilipiga Tyson KO, cheki vile MCs wanaingiza baridi, vile fans yetu wana vote to perform on stage live, sababu tumesha arrive. Rayo, nadhani nilikushow kama rap yo, I'm the biggest thing alive. What he business, the survival of the fittest, only the strong will survive. And still I'm the most wanted fool, now my supper. Kama buster, juu yako bring the workers, for my rappers, whoa. Shanga pita flow, tuki flow, hanta feel. Warogi wa wili tukikuja na hip hop so real. Sema yo ni
enough kuwajulisha sisi tuna graph uko dando kama DMX kwenye Lex tukisat lyrics tactics za kuwa fix fake lyrics kuwa mix kuwa panga kama game ya breaks lines zetu complicated kama mathematics kupanga crimes tuna use physics bila kusema bracadabra tunatenda magic relax uwateki waro kiwa wili pamoja kama Asterix na Obelix tumehangwa kipo kama crucifix kwa shingo za ama Kristo Orthodox sigo pako nikisema pinga hako bring yako mwanzo hadi mwisho hakuna mabadiliko miko kwa MSC nikispread sifa za mahali ya siku
Shanga pinta flow tukiflow mtafiri warogi wawili tukikuja naji wasoni
lazima nishone ndo naongoza usimamo
paka shanga pinta flow tukiflow mtafiri warogi wawili tukikuja naji wasoni sema yo nikana prayo kutoka Deejay superstar kama OTV waroga wili tunafanya MCs wana freeze on the leash na kusema hemi please what we bitch ya no retreat no surrender kama Johnny Blaze the Ghost Rider had to stop drop unstoppable lyrics are hip hop not stop kama DMX or Rough Riders umeshahau kama ni mamao the waka bring us tunafanya manshi wanacha kurap wanaishia kwa mashimo joy bring us hey yo na washa moto ile washe wafanya brigade bowezi zima nachoma sisi kushinda vile nakula kwa Fasta Hotel lunch breakfast
DJ Magic.
Hip hop ni culture love usisahau
bro doba gani upiga debe doba gani hatusikii hata na kelele hizo cheza kwako last year nilikosa this year I'm closer last place kwa roster headliner the closer marapa na waosha na wachana roho safi kazi ya siku nusu I'm done by 1:30 too smooth with it and they still don't get it chill don't sweat it I'm cool I'm chilling I'm seeing myself on a big telly ikisungu ni amachu haikukam na meli Nairobi ndogo roho yangu kubwa utanitaje dogi na unadai mfupa mali safi msupa mrembo na ni mkavi kachupa kitanda inatingisha maukuta kawufa di buffalo soldier dolja kwizi nimenona too big for exposure nikifunga DC for closure sipendi kungoja madeni ni toja kama unadai shika na usianze kutapika kama ni bei fika usianze kujishika napenda kuzishika manoti kama titi kama unalalamika bado unalala fiti chairman Buddha I'm a rare man I ain't tryna scare man you know I'm a fair man me no compete them never compare man me no try reach them I'm already there man mzito na kulaga chuma bila huruma natafuna mpaka najiuma mboka hata kichwa ikiuma najituma kama siezi kuna mtu nitatuma yeah mzito kama Yokozuna mistari tamu kabla niziteme na mumunya the last time that was show nikapela ndo kusema kutenda walai mutanikumbuka never stop never settle the ceiling is a ground floor to the next level to the next level
yeah I bring the lovers in, make them rethink the whole career. Your presence here ain't even matter yet, especially when the gold is here. Stay over there, you overbearing. Close is scared, there's no comparing. Over when I'm closest facts, I'm taking them home when COVID's scary. Now all I can, fans apology, I just settle for less. You quotes and key in a trial and error, sometimes I'm fighting the pressure. I hope you hear me, silent or not, you know position utacheza. And so sincerely, it's better to speak with your parents instead. What I'm gonna say is when it come down to my city, I carry the weight. How many came and went, and we were the few, we were the fake. I'm at it today, I'll be considering if the condition is straight. I can't even wait, get you a picture, it's ready to get out of my face. And all the fake ones, but everything is in the transcript, yeah. I never say none, see how this week gonna cash it, yeah. So on occasion, I'm happy the places I can't fit, rather don't phase man. It's only you feel the last year, yeah. Don't fake it what you ain't got. Slow pacing and some days out, won't take it from me, hands off. Oh baby, no
DJ
Magic. Getting up the faves, they owe me, it's okay to. But don't ever say my name, bro.
the DJ.
Kid had it from the start, undisputed. Yeah, you know I'm Chef Curry with a rock. Steady shooting, keep it moving. Can't have it, I don't bother. I be choosing, I be doing the things they ain't even thought of. And nah, don't get me started.
Go trigger, go trigger, go bigger. Go trigger, wasn't a drug dealer. Wanted to go bigger, turn into a winner. R.I.P.J. Dilla, MFU Matt Miller. They will all go get us from a unique era. Pardon me, I go off topic like Quran when it's biblical. Now they got me killing the beats softly like a criminal. Smooth with the flow, with a trigger like a mineral. And no one near my prime, I got no run.
Yeah, they comes, najua even don't tell the plan.
vile unajidai. Femi we ni fake, uchorewa uandikiwa. Femi kakemba inakuwest. Femi ulidandiwa, mbona mtasema vile nachorewa ngoma show, vile nachorewa macheck, nachorea machali zenyu, hata ujoin gospel. Madam na bahati, neza kalia kiti yangu briefly kama bahati. Ngeni wacha tu nilale, nilikuwa chini ya maji kama Collins Majale. Big up Jack, Brikisho bado heavy kwa clubs. Mbona inawauma, kwani mkona cramps? Wanajua na wadishi weekly kao tonje. Don't mess with me, nitawachizisha kaa konje. Niko na forehead, yes after 3 niko top 5. Kwa mic niko top, kwa nyi wote 5. Usileta hiyo jinga kwa kasijui mguu waje mkipose. We ni softy, takuhando ka rose. Mi bell ring aneza mwa mkuli leo lunch. Kila bar ni jump, kila bars na punch. Sina saa, sina sinia, Missy Captain Crunch. Mi hardcore, nikiona tele naweza simungatia. After a few months kama wezi simumachilia. Sipendi watu wanakam so soon. Sijua naniletea the sun and the moon. Ni Femi wana etiquette na tabia kigun. Jeriji weke ile maua yako ya Snapchat. Tuma reply I'm waiting one and nikiclap back. Alafu nione mtachi po mwitu na snapback. Mnaniona less, nilifunzwa na legends. Unajua sanya master na students. Washaviria tukuelewi, influence. So manager wako alikolu wangu, tafadhali kolabo, trash music. Jeri wewe bado hatupay no mind. Yo jina ndio hatupendi. Unatuita show, hizo ujinga ndio hatupendi. Wewe ka Jeri, mbona unashika moto? Just niko ligi so we bado ligi mtoto. Niko team
Hear this.
DJ Mwangi.
We started from nothing, my nigga. Now who never thought we'd be hella rich? They said I was up for the radio and my rhymes so venomous. They know I'm a goon and they're running the women. It's like this kettlefish. We made it, my ninja. There's nothing to cannabis. Nakumbuka zile siku nilikuwa nakula kwa vibanda. Kudostu kwenye simiti hata sikuwa na kitanda. They told me ni wachosha need to hapo ni kama na blanda. But how does someone show my hizo ngoma zina bamba? Man, I wanna thank the fans. They told me that hate can never break a man. So all this talk about this and that as in Baba Ishi. Never. Cause every time they give me the put on 20 mazishi. Mazewa na 20 mazishi.
Now G the DJ.
So bakele siku zingoma zitashika kaza avichi. Aswamka tu wali nigga ni nani chokula kasisi. Niki pick up floor, wanajua ni mazishi. Niki shika mic, wanajua ni mazishi. Niki on stage, wanajua ni mazishi. 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 So wanajua ni mazishi. Wanajua ni mazishi. Wanajua ni mazishi. Wanajua ni mazishi. Wanajua ni mazishi.
F what a hater say, sipping on that haterade. I'm tipsy off that Tangerade and Alizé, I'm hella paid. Pair of J's on me as I hit the stage, elevate. Toast to the hard work, so every day we celebrate. I'm just a dream chaser trying to reach paper. A few years ago, you know we hadn't seen better, so I had to get up. Hustling never seemed better. I'm fed up, but it won't get the best of me, my nigga. I live a fast life, you can see mullets. Holding down Africa from the east. You know we tryna stack up all the G's, kicking money overseas. Mikey told me had it free, Luther King, we believe.
And if I'm gonna make it worth it, then I gotta go hard. Go hard. Got my city on my back, if you feel me, holla back. Do it for the truth, by the dough. We hold it down, we down, you know we holding it down. We hold it down, we down, you know we holding it down. We hold it down, we down, you know we holding it down. We hold it down, we down, you know we holding it down.
See, I gotta get that dough. Your money been the motive. Mama told me take it slow, boy. Keep your options open. Now we be all up inside your TV with a couple more beanies while we treat them haters like Stevie Wonder. Why these niggas bother anymore? Tell your trip a shopper man. Kabungari better know that we swaggy. Nigga out your swaggy. Two G's rolling doobies with some beanies in the backseat. But I don't trust these bitches. I don't trust these bitches. I don't trust these bitches cause they might catch me slipping.
Hear this. Now G the DJ.
And if I'm gonna make it worth it, then I gotta go hard. Go hard. Got my city on my back, if you feel me, holla back. I do it for the truth, by the dough. Hold it down, we down, you know we hold it down. Hold it down, we down, you know we hold it down. Hold it down, we down, yeah. Hold it down.
Deejay Mwangi.
So shout out to all of my G's. How could they leave me out of this remix when I'm stacking most of that cheese? I'm young and I'm getting paid. Competition just getting sprayed. I have them all in a body bag. Somebody please go get a spade. And I'm coming straight from the dirt. Take a look at me now, I'm swagged out. They said I wouldn't get nowhere. Just in 6 months I was branched out. Oh, I think they like me, and I ain't even been to the south. They're trying to rap like me, but ain't coming out of their mouth. And who has a problem ain't got time to sit and solve them. So shout out to all the fans who got my back. I apply them. Winning be the subject and losing ain't an option. And to make it this far you gotta hustle, no option.
Tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so and so. Wako ligi ndogo, tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so tunaishi like there's no tomorrow. Tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so and so. Wako ligi ndogo, tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so tunaishi like there's no tomorrow.
Definition yangu ya ligi so sule babi twanado pula msako uko chini.
Now G the DJ.
Yako uombi yoni ligi so lazima changamuke ndio uingie kwa hii uko. So kawe ni mlezijo unabo, ukipewa kazi fanya kazi, chapa kazi. Don't aim the stars, aim the galaxy. Ligi so okuonko
Deejay Mwangi.
California bado tuko pamoja kamke nyumbani na mwiko. Nilingia ligi so nikatoka nayo kijiko. Okuonko bado
tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so and so. Wako ligi ndogo, tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so tunaishi like there is no tomorrow. Tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so and so. Wako ligi ndogo, tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so tunaishi like there is no tomorrow.
Kitambo niliwasho niko mbele sana buda kwenye kipaza na maflow. When they say I couldn't do that, to change game for the better. Hata kama imetake muda ndio nifike kwenye nataka. Siwezi give up kwa loser, niko mbioni. Ligi so kama new nilijifunzia kwa street ndio kwa maana I'm such a nuisance. 2013 bado flow na ka brand new son. I blow off some steam.
Deejay Mwangi.
Gusa kwenye kipaza ndio natawala, ndio najifunza kila saa. Vile nawaza ni kujikaza ndio mwisho nifike far. Na nikifika sitaringa, tabai ndai kama riga. Don't make sure na watinga maheta wote wajue niko ligi
wako ligi ndogo, so and so. Wako ligi ndogo, tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so tunaishi like there's no tomorrow. Tuko ligi wako ligi ndogo, so and so. Wako ligi ndogo, tuko ligi so tunaishi like.
Let's get it.
From outer space, out of this world, we come in peace.
Deejay Mwangi.
Now G the DJ.
This place right now. But bring the crew, you can let them know. We in town, they should dress up for the show. We are bringing down the sound tonight, oh. In an African party, we stomp our feet on the ground. We raise our hands in the air and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare mageni na majali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare mageni na majali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu.
Fame, karibu. Fame, karibu.
Imagine, hivyo ndo muingianga kwa klabu, au jasikia tunakula life na adabu. Na masela sela, wana hela hela, umenijaza hiu mase hela hela ni jui basi tela tela. Ni king kaka, king of Zamunda. Tuko ndani na tumedunga kaka, clothing wabado mtumba. Mina manager tuko tight, anajua mimi spend brief. Meza drinks nimezipanga kama type dress.
In an African party, we stomp our feet on the ground. We raise our hands in the air and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madeni na majali tu. Usijali hali uona juu. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Asubuhi kesho jo washanale madeni na majani tu usijali hali wiko wana juu
Jagged, yow, I go like boom, 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 boom. Mikono kwa hewa nikifika tu kwa boom, 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 boom. As I be rolling when I be the crucial boom,
G,
boom.
the DJ.
I'm feeling like money today. I'm here to pour it up all over the club. I'm willing to pay, so that's how I plan to go and tap it. Hey y'all, V, what up? Let's make it happen. I'm here to get it crackin'. Shorties are telling me that I'm attractive, cause they be feeling this rag, I'm classic. Call me Papa Jones, and that's it. That's it.
DJ Mwangi.
leo hatulali jo Lunda asubuhi mpaka kesho jo washanale madeni na majani tu usijali hali wana juu leo hatulali jo Lunda asubuhi mpaka kesho jo washanale madeni na majani usijali
DJ Mwangi.
wana juu.
Ready to start? Thank you so much. First, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up for this session. Your Honor, these are the rappers the masses been requesting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so important that you follow. I'm your attorney, but just address me as Mr. Marlowe. And now, Your Honor, we gon' get straight to the case. And I trust these people who will insult you straight to your face. When these people working hard, they're busy taking the cake. How the masses same artists ain't got no paper to chase. And what a shame when they're constantly building their brands. And all the dope music that they be giving their fans. They got some shit to say, so kindly let's give him a chance. First rapper, kindly make your way up to the standard. What's your name? What you do?
Beatty, I'm the truth.
And do you swear to speak the truth?
I just said I am the truth. Everything I ever wanted when I'm spitting in a booth. I guess that's cause it's just in me. When I flow, I see the proof. Brody told me green light, now it's go, I can't stop. I praying on a daily, get closer to the top. They appearing to be real, kinda something like a prop. Hating when I'm doing better, kinda something like a op. Got the city on my shoulders and the love now I receive. But my socials aren't up, so see the media, they deceive. And we got our local talent, but that's not what they perceive. Cause there really is no limit, told my people to believe. Music seem like real shit, we just tryna make it out. Even started up a movement and they tried to make it clout. Called a puppet out on sight, she know what I'm talking about. But the truth will always shine, and in God I never doubt. Hard work beats talent, but with me it's double trouble. And I got a lot to say and they can't stop it with a muzzle. Watch when people hear my music and they dig it like a shovel. Mama said just let it be and put the focus on the hustle. Man, I'm rising from the dirt, 10 toes on the ground. Real music knows no language, I'ma do it with my sound. 254 to the world when I look who I'm around. I've been cleaning in my city, it's by time I take the crown. Look back at how far I come and it's amazing. Loving through the process in the race, but I'm not racing. Man, I am the wave, cause when they see me they all waving. They want me to blow but wanna stay, so I'll be spacing. I don't have the answers, know who does, so I'll be praying. Made it through the rough and now I'm shining when it's raining. This is just a warm-up, but we winning through our training. Beatty got that fire, about to blow up Super Saiyan. Rising with the sun, you gon' see me out your window. Not end a Jew ho if you ain't getting on my lingo. Get into the chips, I ain't talking about a Pringle. Can you drop some heat? I ain't talking about a single.
Thank you so much for that, I'm just hoping they got the info. Beatty girl, you the future, why they act like they ain't know? But this greedy motherfuckers trying to take what you came for. Your Honor, tell me if you ain't feeling what you saying, no. Hey, when will you people ever see the truth? The evidence is overwhelming, yet you need a proof. Law mean the lawyer, sometimes skiza tu nimechokata na ngoso, so kindly bring the truth.
First off, niko njani, ningekuwa refa, siningemeza whistle. Tulize utantambua lini, au nangoja yangu kifo. Nilizaliwa njiwa pro, mini mnoma by default. Na desire kuwa legend, ni go down kaiko. Niko kwa track na kali, buda ini nini, kasi dream come true.
Oi, 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 oi! We got DJ Val G on the ones and twos, hitting up hard this morning. Loving the mix. Karibuni sana. Amiga Mara Maloba, the Afro Punk Queen at Icon Radio, number one entertainment plug. This is the Vault, where we do this each and every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. We're all about that hip hop culture from 254 to the world. Of course, we've got the Rowdy's Crew Radio. We have.
Oh, yes, the king is back. The beat maker, not the beat taker. Yeah, 10 fingers in the air. If you want, you can put your toes up also, but that doesn't count.
Okay.
It's just the fingers. Yeah. So that's how we're rapping today.
Oh, gosh. What an intro. We also have on the decks.
Yeah, man, this is DJ Mwangi.
Back
again on the vault.
Back again. Let me tell you, Rocket guys for like 3 hours last week. Hey, guys, we're not getting enough. I just wanted to continue and continue. It was a nice set. It was a very good set. And you can find it right now on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Icon Radio KE. Look for The Vault featuring Mal G, and you'll get to see the set that was there. That was crazy. You got our people over here dancing in studio. I was just like, hey, all right, I see you. All right. Remember, you can always changia to the conversation on +254 788 3803030, and on YouTube, that's youtube.com/Icon Radio KE, or on any of the Icon Radio KE platforms, that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Just hit us up on that comment section. Of course, you can use the hashtag so we can find you, Icon Radio KE, The Vault. All right. Let us get straight into stuff that's been going on.
Yeah, today, this week has been crazy. I don't know if you guys, man, I was at home. You know, when people say that men don't cry, that's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. Men cry. I was watching Surviving R. Kelly. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, if you haven't watched that thing, the series, you need to watch it.
Did it make you cry?
That guy, yeah, at one point I was just like, hey, Yoni. And then I said, of course, it was onions. But it was crazy. That guy was in some crazy stuff.
Yes.
I mean, like, he used to make these girls call him daddy.
Yeah.
And then if you misbehave, he makes you eat his feces. You know? That guy was like, he was on another level.
Very
and the thing, it made me come back to our Kenyan music scene. You know? And there are people, whether people want to agree with it or not, because I was talking to some friends of mine, and they were telling me, like, some stuff. Like, I was talking to Deejay Mwangi the other day. Was like, yo, it's not just R. Kelly's on that tip. Even Tim Westwood has been busted. There's a few guys who have been busted just like R. Kelly.
There are many. Listen, first of all, we cannot only talk about, you know, the black artists. Rock.
Yeah, rock. They've been doing it for years.
Demented people.
Yeah.
Very demented, and unfortunately, it hasn't blown up like for the culture. Unfortunately, and if it did, I think the jail cells would be full by now.
I mean, even Elvis Presley was some underage girl.
Yes,
like it's a known thing.
Yes,
like but they were saying, you know, if R. Kelly did this to a white girl, it took him 30 years before they caught up with him.
Exactly.
If it was a white girl, it would be over instantly.
Exactly.
But it also took me back to our senior. We started this thing on Icon, you know, of having a safe space, you know. But I realized as I was thinking about it, we focus on there's a lot of twisted men out there, twisted producers. I won't lie to you, and I shout out to you, like, if you're doing some twisted stuff out there, man, I'm not next to you.
We know you.
I wipe you out, man. Don't even look for me. Don't even come next to me. You know, because I'm not about that, and I want people to have that safe space. But also, we talk about the men, but there's also twisted women also.
Yep.
That no one talks about.
Right.
You know, no one talks about in the industry of what they do and what they get up to. And the thing is, like, you gotta treat yourself in a certain way, and you gotta treat each other in a certain way.
Right.
You know, we gotta create safe space. Everyone always asks, why isn't the industry moving forward in Kenya? There's all this backlash and talk because there are people, yes, that do behave like R. Kelly in the industry.
Right.
You know, and we need to bring a change to that. By the way, you know, we cannot have young. I heard a story about these young kids who rise in different areas in Nairobi, and they gave up on their careers because they were they're being done some stuff to them. You know, happens not just in music, it happens in sports. It happens in different areas.
Yeah.
And I think it's time that we bring that to the forefront. I know Icon is big on bringing this thing to the forefront,
100%.
but there's got to be change. We can't allow this thing to keep on going on where you have a young daughter who's 8 years old and walk into a studio and a guy's looking at her in a certain way.
Preach.
What kind of rubbish is that?
It's ridiculous.
As a grown man, you know, behaving like that.
I like that it made you angry.
Yeah. If you're feeling a certain way, man, go get a teddy bear. You know, go get something else to hold on to.
Yeah, that's true.
Man.
There's so many inventions nowadays. You have plenty of options out there.
I've even seen grown men like who you walk around. You're walking around Nairobi, and they look at, you know, these dolls that they put clothes on, on the shops. Some men are going all crazy when they see those dolls. I think, like, are you serious? Like, are you really serious?
I'd rather they be with the dolls than with the kids. Leave the kids alone.
Yeah, because you gotta leave the. Because I'm thinking right now, like, I have my nephews. If someone did that rubbish to them, they wouldn't even be alive.
God forbid, let's not even think about the third.
Yeah, but that's what's happening. What's happening right now? Instead of mentoring these artists, like R. Kelly would go to that designer, he's gonna mentor them, and they all looked up to him, and they looked and it's like, oh, I'm gonna build your career. Do you know none of those ladies had careers? Like they were all singers before. None of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them were musicians, but the ones who were.
Right.
You don't hear anything. They even dropped one single. Or anything.
Right.
You don't hear about anything about them.
Right.
It's.
I'm glad that you're angry. I'm very glad that you're angry because it does take people like you and more of you for it to be put in Front Street and stopped.
But the worst thing about it was someone mentioned to me about this. I was watching. I found it was true. There's these enablers he was with.
Yeah.
Right? No one talks about them.
They tried to.
And they did some rubbish also there. And the funny thing is, every music scene has enablers. Every music scene in the world has enablers.
Or even not just enablers, people just turn a blind eye to whatever is happening.
And then the brat got on and she was like, you know what? Where were the parents? How can you blame the parents for every single thing? Yeah, there's some that, okay, I agree, were a bit fishy.
Right.
But you can't the first thing you can, and one person said, the first thing when something goes wrong, we say, where were the parents?
Right.
You go straight for the parents.
Like for Aaliyah, it was very devastating to hear that what was going on. And her parents didn't know.
Apparently the brother who was her manager later says that the mom knew about some of the stuff was going on. That's why they don't talk.
Come on, really. I think they're really trying to put a lot of blame. And sometimes, yes, you try, as a parent, you really try your best to protect your kids. But there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can see. Especially when something is being hidden from you. When teenagers hide things away from you, it's very difficult. So you try to trust the adults in the room. And unfortunately, the adults in the room did let her down.
Yeah, they did. They did in a way. But I think also they couldn't keep every move on her. Like, I mean, let's be honest, man, all of us here. There's some rubbish that we got up to when we were kids that our parents didn't even know about.
Yeah.
They had no idea. If they did, it'd be over.
That's true.
Like people sneaking out to go to the clubs. You know how it was back in the days. People sneaking out. Did your parents know? They didn't know.
Exactly. There's so much control you can have. There's so much. There's only so much that you can do. Yeah. But of course, again, it was just he's a predator. He is a predator at the end of the day. Like, unfortunately.
And he did the classic thing when he was in the studio. He'd go actually to schools and meet girls.
Right, outside.
Underage.
By the McDonald's.
Yeah, and then say the classic thing the predators do. When you come with a friend.
Right.
That's what you say. Come with a friend.
It was really disgusting. It really was disgusting. And I really hope that a lot of the people who were affected gets to heal in one way or another. It was really devastating to hear. The story is really devastating to watch. There are people who are still victims of him, who have not managed to get away, who are still in his grasp. And
some of those women, by the way, still admit they're in love with him.
Exactly. So
after all that he did to them.
There are a lot of people who are damaged out there and don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. So all I do is hope that they get out of that cycle of abuse and manage to just make the most of their lives while they're still here.
Okay. What do you think about it? Mm-hmm. What do you think? What's your view about the music industry and people doing like what R. Kelly was doing? Because people think that that's just a foreign thing, but it's actually a local thing. Even in our own Kenyan culture. I'm not even talking about the other parts of Africa. I'm talking about our own. These things are going on. Yes. Me, I've heard stories. Mm-hmm. These things are going on, by the way, and they're devastating. And then the other thing that I feel that's going on right now is we have a lot of trolls on the net. Mm-hmm. Really trolling. So you're trying to build up your career. They are the trolls, not giving you a space. Yes. What do you feel about it?
That's not a good move. Actually, there's this issue about the madam, like the senator who had an issue with her periods and things.
Yeah.
And when she tried to speak out, people started trolling her. You see?
Yeah.
So when it comes to music industry or entertainment, it's good to at least give someone a platform and try to push his or her stuff, whatever he's trying to do, so that you just don't go there and start trolling that person, like saying you're doing a work job, all sort of stuff. Maybe this guy is, let's say, an artist.
Yeah.
who's trying to do music in terms of maybe a rapper or just an artist who's trying to push his thing, and then you're just there, you go trolling, trying to put him down or her down. That's not a good thing.
I think that's a great way to start the show. Create safe spaces wherever, whether it's in music, whether it's in the studio, whether it's out in your offices, it's out on the social media streets. Create safe spaces for women to be able to thrive, because let me tell you, when you have a daughter and you have them have what other people are doing out here, you will never forget it ever in your life, and you'll forever remain traumatized. So if you do not want to see it happening to your mother, your sister, your auntie, think about those people whenever you try to do anything in your life to harm another person. And this doesn't only pertain to women, men as well. Men are getting harmed out here. The boy child is getting harmed out here, okay?
And they're angry.
Exactly. I'm a mother of boys, and I totally understand right now what exactly people are going through. So please just create safe spaces for everybody in the world and be a human being that if you go to the book of life, you're there, okay?
God is seeing you.
God is seeing you. We are watching you. All right, let's get back into the music. When we come back, we'll be looking at more words for Chris Brown. Birdman, who says that CEOs are the ones who made up the majority of that list for the top 50. And of course, more news making the headlines in hip-hop world.
And we also have our local beef that we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about in just a few minutes. But for now, got Mwangi on the decks. Let's get in.
Skia, kwa nini? This in mashaka. Tano, nane. Jo. Pa. This in mashaka. DJ Gypsy.
This in mashaka. Tutekwa ploti usicheze flat. Kwani kesho leo ni clacks. Kesho shock. Now when is the chat? D-Kid don't step my teams. D-Kid don't step my rees. D-Kid don't step my teams. D-Kid don't step my rees. Retisi in my shop. Take up produce just a flat. Kwani kesho leo ni clacks. Kesho shock. Now when is the chaps? Yeah, that's facts. I'm begging on you. Sweet one on a kaka snap. Retisi in my shop. Take up produce just a flat. Kwani kesho leo ni clacks. Kesho shock. Fresh. Now when is the chaps? Yeah, that's facts. I'm begging on you. Sweet one on a kaka snack.
Sweet one on a kaka snack. Sweet one on a Glocka queen. Can't ride on this surface, you could just keep trying to break your back. You go phone to roll my shash. You go phone to count my green. And if you make that ass to clap, sweet one on a lake.
Had to pull up in the remix, so this out here, man, feel like I'm a Venus, my bad. Let me switch it up a bit, making money don't make me. Listen up, my figures up, I pay me, grinding non-stop, that's on a daily. Rise up, non-stop, I'm paper making, look up, that's me at the top. Got the keys to the beam, I'm pulling up to the block. Hide, no time, drip, this mine. Hitting, this fine, for the paper, I grind. Hide, no time, drip, this mine. Hitting, this fine, for my bros, I lie. She got a friend with a friend of the ping. Go to man, making motion a bang. Must you want now you mess with the gang. Shut up man, don't chat again. In the streets violating, red carpet, walk while I'm waving. Friends faking, but we not fading. Real G, I'm a dad for my brethren. She got bunda, she ain't Cinderella. But that life, she don't want a little fella. Not a 6 or 8, she's a 10er. One for massive, I call it a killer. Like a fancy bottle, she go figure. She want me cause the check go bigger. 1-on-1, man, it's down for a nigga. 1-on-1, man, it's down for a nigga. She got that pum pum bump, I'm massive. I'm trying to get a taste, no cat, no slacking. Ops better tidy lace, I'm snapping. But I get a Batman case, no lacking. Talk back, get quick by my bro. Pull up, finna put on the show. From the south, 254. Coming up, just on a blow. Had to pull up in the remix, so this out here, man, feel like I'm Venus, my bad. Let me switch it up a bit, making money don't make me. Listen up, got my figures up, I pay me. Grinding non-stop, that's on a daily. Rise up non-stop, I'm paper making. Look up, that's me at the top. Got the keys to the beam, I'm pulling up to the block. Hide, no time, drip, this mine. Hitting, this fine, for the paper, I grind. Hide, no time.
Mal G the DJ.
This fine.
Hear this.
Chanda masenki wa senge Sprezo mamende Risi wa risi Nataka pia life ya kiposh Etc. West Pokot tulienda Luonyanga po tulimsupply machevra Mrane ringita machingiriza zote Yo Lebi Center Saidi Dosha Neliskeroshe R.I.P. Tekra Change skin kama Vera Hit and run dead beat kakadera Woko zabe na unahela Weni mwizi mtu wangu saka wera I'm among the chosen Hawana haria kwa choo Hai kama padri kunga na essence vile anaiban kwa church Utiaji that is a big no for sure Asapando place neza chizi mtajua ni nando na run the show Niligich foreign bitch watamu tena mtamu Nikamshondani stay kukam akasema anataka Kenyan spam. Mjoro aligeuka kipofu, tulimwekea mchele akatoka pofu. Zangu ni madaga kwa kitovu, mgonda kumadana akalash ni kovu. Kuna maridheo kuisti kugenje, zinapewa seda machungu. Hata system ni legend, siwezi tisha sera mkwa mzima sansu wa kwende. Onfinya kende, juu ya kuseti kwangu ngunga genge wa genge. Chanda masenki wa senge, prezo mamende. Riswa, waroro wa uptown na stata prado wabebe.
Kuja vibao neza tokwa Yuto mengoja mboka wakachoka. Sasa hivo na room tunaitoka. Tupa mtupe tumeomoka. Stuka medhoka. Ona hadi producer katoka na mgola. Kabala lazima ifall John do black man eze kugrow. Tunachapa na polo kigolo. Wada ndo tunaingia show. Masimamishwa rock ukuleta ngora. Tunafanya kakorio kwa dance floor. Rada kukutoka do. Huku down tumekula moto kama Shaka Zulu. Ambia rais ajiuzulu. Tuangu Jondo tupate uhuru. Ishi life kuomoka. Tunaogopa sota. Kisha lunch na
We're doing it major, I don't need favor. This shit sound like Major Lazer. Broski with me got a 9. And right there he got a razor. Make man disappear in the sky. Do that man like kind of razor. This right here is Brooklyn boys. Don't give a fuck about a neighbor.
More money, sit na an plus tuna divide. B-boy 16 wa fresh kama kawa wana to like. Kinibamba shaky price na 925. Sling bling ring zimetoka jo Dubai. More money, sit na an plus tuna divide. B-boy 16 wa fresh kama kawa wana to like. Kinibamba shaky price na 925. Sling bling ring zimetoka jo Dubai.
B-boys tunaboka pele woo no skele. Nikibako natoka check B-boys double S tuna shut down heavy. Ni malao tuna sip na maheni hene babi amefamba na edge anadai kuni anadai kuni meze.
Heavy ocean flow, you know it's wavy. Smoking blunt ain't got me lazy. AJ there, he got a desi. Girl them there, she know a lady. She drop it down just like confetti. This right here, no little mix. We drop it down just like confetti. Back with the 808. Come through with this, I never late. Y'all can love and y'all can hate. It don't matter, I'm straight. It don't matter, I'm still the goat. Hold man down just by the throat. Man confess he wanna fuck with me. And I been listening like a pope.
More money, sit na an plus tuna divide. B-boy 16 wa fresh kama kawa wana to like. Kinibamba shaky price na 925. Sling bling ring zimetoka jo Dubai.
We're doing it major, fuck that, yeah, we doing it great. Blow the lights on you like cake. Broski opportunities, yeah. Take his piece and take the cake. Come through and he say we lit. Ask him like how much you get. He say it don't matter, my shorty. Hit the dough and hit
Look at my face, you see me. Kama gung kwa block wa kijam. Wana act, visili, namble on talk na virtually clap. Ali dance, kashigi, this sound all than konjei. 5-8, konditni.
Tuna spin ka merry go round, tuna come kwa yo block. So kwe ready, tuna striker, super striker na amwezi tutua kwa semi. Louds ina come heavy, uptown tuna sigma henny. Louds ina come heavy, uptown tuna sigma henny. Usi fumble, stick wa plan. Type, delete, return. Nissan, Nicole, winter, we on tour, tuna move na plan. Karada, sit, tuna scambi na slap kama bongo za Dar es Salaam. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Find be Fatima, mashallah. A friend Habiba, astaghfirullah. Find be Fatima, mashallah. A friend Habiba, astaghfirullah. Tam nane, kwani yes.
Mal G the DJ. Hear this.
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Go just make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions.
DJ Mal G.
Only intentions. Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Staying in a vision, they did a great job raising you. When I create, you're my muse. The kind of smile that makes the news. Can't nobody throw shade on your name in these streets. Triple threat, you a boss, you a bank, you a beast. You make it easy to choose. You got a mean touch, I can't refuse. No, I can't refuse it. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Go just make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Already passed, you don't need need no approval. Good everywhere, don't worry about no refusal. Second to none, you got the upper hand now. Don't need a sponsor, no, you're the brand now. You're my rock, my Colorado. Got that ring, just like Toronto. Love you now, let them out tomorrow. That's how I feel, act like you know that you are. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, cut your own bread.
Hey, Mochi, what up? Wahenga alisema kizuri jusel na kibaa hujitembeza. So I be doing it well. Doneke chakula kwa meza. You thought I was taking an L, but me and my team we never. So now I be keeping it well. Baka waneke kwa jeneta. Aso ndo bado na chapa. So hapo ndo bado tapata. Sifa kone jasho imefungwa milango ndo sahi kolabo matata. Na hamisha mada kayole, mi nampeleka runda. Sisa mesha mada gole, na mi nishabaika nyumba. Ni easy mangoma na tunga. Ni vile my time hubidi. Na changanya rap na rumba. Na iweka mpaka na mugidi. Nipige video muone kwa TV. Nishike Nairobi pia na jiji. Akili ni nywele na zangu wacha tu compare tuone nani gwiji. Muda lidedi akanacha solo. Kashindo jekani da follow. Nikaza kuslang makoro. Nikaza kuvaa magoro. Nikaza kujam na soro. Nikaza kuhang na kolo. Nikaza maslang za yolo. Nikaza kukam na mchoro.
Nishalala nje mvua jua lanichoma. Na kunyanyasika kwa mtade. Sichoki kutafuta na Mola ataniona. Hata nikisota ntazishika one day. Oh na na na, Charlie ya ghetto. Oh na na na, Charlie ya ghetto. Oh na na na.
Kufika juu inafaa ujitahidi. Mziki kazi kwangu inanifaidi. So I don't care what you think I'm here, and this is what I do when I hold it down for my city. Tabidi, what you any sindo mapigi. And I'm feeling sorry for those who say that usani hailipi. Kila siku ya wiki napika mziki juu ishanipe ya kiki. Na mimi sikufichi, misiridiki mpaka mali ni miliki. So nataka manoti zijae kwa koti nijenge maploti juu mimi ni star. Dodoma Nairobi nilipisha kodi na kuru tumoshi Malindi to da. Ataka unitakiwe, ombi langu niwe uwe na happy day. Hapa mambo ni safi way. Kwani itakupeleka wapi we. So OG just roll up with a pack of niggas and soldiers. Nobody can control us. We blowing over them boulders. Ain't stopping till it's all over. Wait a minute, hold up. Them praises go to J-Ho. Them praises go to J-Ho. Go to J-Ho. Go to J-Ho. Go to J-Ho.
Nishalala nje mvua jua lanichoma. Na kunyanyasika kwa mtade. Sichoki kutafuta na Mola ataniona. Hata nikisota ntazishika one day. Oh na na na.
Hey Motif, what up?
Yeah.
Mal G, the DJ.
Yeah. Kama si check, put us in call, number ni wrong. Kama si ganji, acha mtu IG hangi. Wacha wakuwe na makali, mibuti nenda kushika makali. Buda nachanga kusota, skuzi nazipanga tu kama lami. Nachora vile nitasonga mbele, buda zenyu ni kelele. Vile likuwa medozi, ni kama fala wamekewa matembe. Mini kaboyka mtani, lakini kwa karenki dip alami. Vile na save mangeo, skuzi nitagwa tu odari. Stari na tisha, geri ni kutoka 16. Vile game na iwinda, nashinda mbona bado sijaskika. Buda navuta umati, wadu ni street ni geri ni safi. Buti nzawadi ya mtani, ya wale watu wakubali mpaji. Kama si check, put us in call, number ni wrong. Cheza na ringa, chakunia ribia phone. Kawai si peng, put us in call, number ni wrong. Na deka dem kamebeba kikorazon. Bono stress, buda miubonga na don. Geri hatari, si ugeuzaga phone. Buda stand, si lazima ufiche phone. Geri ni safi, watu lijuaga phone. Kama ni ndenga, swali ni mbono na dos tukavu. Haujambiwa mandenga, ndo nakonga na matabia nyaru. Piga pete kitu safi, mpaka utambuye
chafu wanapendanga mapanya juu sikizana tu na mambaru roho ya watu chafu jungo kwa sofa na hako sakafu lilo na mboke kijipo utana na suni kidunga barafu walitashrapu jinga sahi ujinga budi na shika ama ngesoto waliringa minta wadu buda staficha buda nipate kwa kiche misi kati mina koroga buda tavile na bongo utajo maboy wangu wota kumboka cheki ngosa kwa limoka vile Musa lipula out the rover buda ni 2019 ni dhani watu waletana nao manyoka vile hii game inatamba cheki ma opponents nao wamechoka bila udema na gana bado maboy na dai kuchota boy jaribu kuzoza urudi mtana face tate matimba buda nilichange hiyo namba ndo sintafute unaweza piga but kama si check buda sin call namba ni wrong cheza na ringa cha kuniharibia form kaisi peng buda sin call namba ni wrong na deka dem kamebeba kikorazon bono stress buda meubonga na don geri hatari si ugeuzaga form buda stand si lazima ufiche form geri ni safi otu lijuaga form
5 DJ Mwangi.
Listen, patience in 5 Nani movie play tape phase 1 phase 2 phase 3 min top laggers on a right be safe. I be safe, don't feel no ape. Nana people's not rock my babe. I want the money 20 late if I get that cash I'll throw in a safe.
All right. That was DJ Mwangi right here on The Vault playing right straight hip hop. And we're all about that from the 254 to the world. Of course, if you have that request, be sure to let us know on +254 788 0030 or on youtube.com/@Icon Radio K, and we'll be sure to put in that request right there for you. We're talking about everything that's happening in the world of hip hop and R&B. I'm your girl Mara Maloba, the Afro-Punk Queen, alongside.
Yes, the beat maker. 10 fingers in the air. That's how we're rapping. Don't get it wrong, man. Today is what day? It's Thursday. So you better be tuning in. If you're not, I don't know what the heck you're doing. Put that latte aside. That mocha, put it aside. Listen to the show.
All right. Also on the desk we got.
Yes, this is DJ Mwangi live on The Vault.
Right.
Tune in.
There we go. Angel Lokungu, thank you so much for tuning in. She says, keeping it locked. #100. 100%. Thank you so much for being here with us. Of course, again, if you got that request, please send them in. We got you covered. Of course, if you want to changia to the conversations, just hit us up on that WhatsApp number right there on the screen on our YouTube channel as you tune in. All right. Now, speaking of things, assault and bad people, I mean, people behaving badly, not bad people. People behaving badly. Apparently, Chris Brown got into a little tussle in the club, and things got a little bit heated between Chris Brown and an unknown man. The singer has been overseas, taking from one stage to the next as he entertains hordes of fans. The responses have been overwhelmingly positive. It looked like Brown was having the time of his life. However, a brief clip of the singer appeared online, and it seemed he was arguing with someone in the nightclub. A clip showed Brown at the club with his entourage. It is unclear how the confrontation began, but Breezy yelled at the man as his team attempted to calm him down. The singer's target can't be seen, at least not from the front. Only the back of the person's head floats through the video. And while it's a brief interaction, Brown dropped off a message, and he was just like, "Listen, you tucked your tail." And you were out there scared. Now, I gotta ask, Mwangi, as an entertainer, what do you do when somebody gets in your face, asking for your attention? Not even asking, demanding for your attention, demanding for you to play that kind of songs, demanding for you to literally submit to whatever they would like. How do you react to that? And have you ever been in such a situation?
It depends where you are. Like, let's say in the clubs. The good thing about clubs, we have security guys.
Okay.
Who are there to keep everything cool. But it happened to one of my friends.
Okay.
He was DJing at a joint here in Nairobi, and there was this chick who came, go to the stage, and she was there demanding, "Play my song," doing some whole shit of things.
Yeah.
At some point, she tried to do some sign language, like "fuck you," you know what, like that. And then now this DJ was so cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But if it was me, I think I'll just ask the security guys.
Right.
To just come, keep the girl away, or else just ignore her.
Okay.
As long as she doesn't interfere with my
Right.
set, my equipments, and all sort of stuff.
Right.
Because most of these ladies, they come, they start touching your equipments, and then they interfere till to a point whereby they made you lose the flow, or at some point, when they touch, you lose the beat.
Right.
So it feels like the audience saying like, the DJ is not doing what it's doing because the girl has maybe interfered with the flow of the music.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So with me, I'll just maintain my cool.
Yeah.
But if there are security around, I'll
Stick
talk to
them
the
on the
security
person.
to come and then handle it.
You know, I usually tend to wonder, like, what do people expect out of entertainers? Like, you get in their face.
Yes.
The time Kolo was telling us is like, listen, you don't know, and we were laughing, and then I think he was serious about it, and it could have been taken serious. It should have been taken seriously. He's like, you don't know how it is for us in the club. We're chilling, we're doing our thing, we're having our drinks, we're chilling with our boys, and then somebody comes and pokes at you and says, "So to uimbie to skek venye wewe uimba," as in like unprovoked. They just come and just start bothering you. Like, what do the guys expect entertainers to do? Like, how do they expect them to react to certain things? And I think like Chris Brown has bear the brunt of, yes, the horrible thing he did with Rihanna and a few other girls after that, but he has bear the brunt everywhere he goes, and it keeps haunting him. And guys keep on instigating fights with him. What did they expect him to do?
But did you ever watch that documentary of Chris Brown?
No.
Talking about the Rihanna issue.
No.
Because he didn't talk about it for years.
Right.
I actually watched it and heard what he said.
Right.
He said at that point in his life, he was with Rihanna.
Okay.
And they were actually supposed to go for the awards that evening.
Right.
Right. So he's driving, and a text comes through from his old girl.
Right.
And she's just congratulating him. Rihanna gets pissed off. And she starts hitting him in his face and in his privates.
Oh, wow.
And he's driving.
He's driving. Like,
This
oh,
is
you're
his
cheating on
account.
me. You're cheating on me. So you're just with her or what? And Rihanna's also known to have a bit of a temper.
Okay.
You know?
So this is his account.
This is his account. It came out in the documentary. Years later, I watched the documentary. It came
Okay.
out years later. I think it's called My Life or something. I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
And then he does his reflex reaction when someone is hitting you is pop. That's what happened. You know? But of course, him being a man, being the boy child, right? It was taken like so he decided just to take it in.
Right.
You know? Because no one was going to take his point of view. Does that mean over the years that he's not gotten involved in other stuff that's messed up? No, it doesn't mean that.
Exactly.
You know? And I think at the end of the day, when people come and they're trying to push you hard.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they say you're a DJ in the club or you're an artist and people are trying to push on you. There's even a story I heard the other day of a friend of mine was telling me about this this person who's in the sports field where he has like a 8-pack. Have you ever heard of 8-pack?
Right.
There's an 8-pack apparently. And he'll
know.
be with these girls and they want to touch him in the club. He doesn't want to be touched. But
Of course. Of course, rightfully so.
And so now the thing is you're trying to give them that space. You're trying to be like, oh, let me give them that respect.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't like this. And so the thing is, and you don't also know why those people are coming towards you. Maybe they have guys who are, you know, these people, all these groupies always have cameras and what behind.
Right.
They're all looking for that moment.
Right.
They're looking for that moment. Go and say, oh yeah, I was with so and so. This
is what they did.
We usually hang out together. Like, of course you don't hang out together, but like we usually hang out. So
Yeah.
people are always looking for those props and everything.
Right.
And I feel like at the end of the day, sometimes people can push you too far. You're human.
Mm.
You're human at the end of the day. You're not like a robot or something.
Right.
You're human. And so, but at some point you just got to be like, yeah, stand back. Just
Right.
like Mwangi was saying, if they don't stand back, they have security. So security come and do what you can't do.
I always think like you never know how you react to a situation until you're in it. And of course, you know, giving his depiction of the accounts, you would have thought probably should have stopped the car, gotten out, and left her alone to not get into that kind of an altercation. But again, you're there's no excuse, never an excuse for any kind of fight, man on woman or woman on man. But then what do you do when you find yourself in such a situation?
But I think also people put these celebrities too at a high level.
Like they're not human.
Yeah, they're like they're not human. It's ridiculous. They're human. Or forget about that. You grew up in the same area with someone. Then this person rose.
Yeah.
But you knew them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, squeeze on an ilenga. Like, it's not even like that. But you take it in a certain level. So what happens if you don't agree to do something for someone or a fan or what? Does that make you bad?
Right.
Is that
no.
Yeah.
No. They're again, they bleed just like anybody else. They they have feelings just like anybody else, and they should be considered as human. They're not robots. They don't walk around without feelings. So it is again something about just don't get in people's faces.
Like I saw something that kind of made me upset the other day. This was a week of being upset. I saw this thing and I thought it was ridiculous. There was this issue about Wahoo's being body shamed,
right?
And people were like trying to diss her, and her daughter got up like, "Are you serious?" And everything, and it's just like she had a baby the other day.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, she's gonna add weight.
Of
she's
course,
not gonna be that same slim Wahoo. So who are you to come and be trying to put her down just because? Yeah, she added a few pounds. So are you perfect?
Listen, you can change body shape, you can lose weight, but you can't change a dark heart. Okay, that's a you problem, not a her problem. Fix yourself.
That's what and she didn't really get involved in that discussion,
Yeah, no, she was just like, you know what? You're entitled to your opinion. At the end of the day, again, opinions are like armpits. Everybody has one, okay? So you can't take in what everybody says all the time.
Yeah,
but then guys just need to remember they are humans too. Celebrities are humans too. Entertainers are humans too. If you don't like getting in somebody's face, they don't do it in the next person, okay? Because even getting somebody's face can be taken as an act of violence in itself, and nobody sees it that way. Yeah. So be mindful of others as you would like them to be mindful of you. All right, now Birdman has spoken up and he argues that CEOs kept hip hop alive. According to Birdman, he has made a bold claim regarding the 50th anniversary of hip hop, stating that the CEOs are the reason the culture is celebrating half a century of existence. The Cash Money Records co-founder took to Instagram on Tuesday to share his thoughts on Hip Hop 50. According to Birdman, he doesn't understand why all the talk about the 50th anniversary is revolved mainly around the legendary artists who changed the game. Right? So according to him, he says, I'm confused about 50 years of hip-hop where they salute legendary artists, which is well respect. RESPEKED. Also, I think CEOs who kept these artists alive to be great showed them how to keep hip-hop alive should be saluted in a major way. I remember when they said hip-hop was dead and we kept it alive. YMCMB, 20 plus summers. Respect our hustle. CEOs kept hip-hop alive for real, for real. At Cash Money Official, hashtag Rich Gang, hashtag Stunnerman. Snoop Dogg wrote in the comment section, it said, facts, great work, cuz you and Slim did that. Quality Control co-founder PRP, Thomas added, real talk OG, this should be discussed in a major way, let's go. So now, I'd like to discuss it over here. Of course, there are people are behind every great person, but maybe that's why they're behind and not in.
But they never really talk. Yeah, he has a point, but
Right.
also his other point is labels, just like producers, are unseen heroes.
Right.
For example, when you watch football, the Premiership, how many people talk about the coach? How many people? Oh yeah, that like they talk about the coach.
He is kind of part of it.
Yeah, but
Kind of
he's part,
mentioned.
the coach is actually the muscle behind,
Right.
But then no one talk. They don't. In fact, he has a point. That yes, those CEOs, those labels, they kept things running, but no one was gonna talk about them because they focus on the artists.
Right. Right.
And I can understand why he's getting a bit salty.
Yeah.
About it.
You can't take it away from him though.
Yeah, because I feel like every time we talk about 50 years, you're gonna talk about even the DJs. You talk about them like DJ Cool Herc.
Right.
You talk about all those big names out there, but you never talk about the players who are behind, who set up these things for those artists to be who they are.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, man.
Yeah.
Because they play a big part. They provide the financing. They
Right.
provide all the areas that are needed for those artists to be great.
Exactly.
You know,
that's true. Without them,
unless you're like unless you're like a DJ Khaled who likes to be in the forefront, run a label and be in the forefront.
That was a good strategy.
Yeah,
it was a good strategy.
That was his.
So was Birdman. Birdman was in the front. You know, every time you hear Birdman, brrr, you know,
But you really hear about Dre, Dr. Dre. You hear about him now and then again, but you really.
I think with all his legal woes, that was on purpose. I think that was on purpose so that the feds don't come after him for whatever he was doing, whether it was physical assault or whatever else.
But there are a lot of guys who are in the game, who are CEOs, and you don't like what that guy is actually a CEO.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was watching one of these hip hop series, and the guy actually who came up with that terminology called GOAT. That we call GOAT.
Who's that?
Greatest of all time. It was you know, Waka Flocka's mom's brother.
Right.
He was a CEO for Def Jam.
Right.
Not CEO, but it was one of the guys in
one
Def
of
Jam.
One of the guys of influence.
Yeah, and he was actually talking about it, and now everyone says GOAT.
Of course.
But they don't know. So it's not. It's not every time you're gonna know where something. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. You know.
Yes.
I don't think there's any time that the labels are gonna be the more for the forefront than the artists.
Yeah.
You know, because artists are out there performing and everything's unfortunate, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
Is that right now in football, the coach doesn't go and start playing on the football field.
Right.
He's on the sidelines.
Right.
You know, directing
so
how to
do you feel like you're a boss in your own right? You put out artists. You don't feel you need to get your flowers.
I feel it's actually not me. Why people hear me now on track saying, "Oh, the beat maker."
Yeah, I heard you on Tribe 53s.
It's not actually me. Who my friends were. In fact, one of the big guys who really complained about it was DJ Mwakenya. He's like, "What? You've been in this game forever, and you never." And that's why some people even try to smile in the forefront. That's why I started coming up. But I never felt in a certain kind of way that I need to be big out there for people to recognize me. Because a lot of times, even in Kenya, if you ask people, a lot of the labels out there that have put out the work, you don't know who they are.
That's true. But then again, it depends on the personality of the person. If they really don't want to be put out there, they don't want to be put out there. Yeah. Like, I still don't know how Hype Williams looked like. Okay. And he put out some of the biggest videos
I
ever.
remember
of all
how
time.
that guy looked like. He was doing videos like for 1 million.
Exactly. Like, you know, as in like there's some people who were out there and you never really knew how they looked like until they actually came out.
You see, one of the guys who actually made it, who made sure that he got seen all the time was P. Diddy.
Right.
P. Diddy literally told Biggie, "Hey, you have to help me write some rhymes."
But he never made the list.
Yeah.
He didn't get into the list.
But people, if you look at hip hop, they'll never forget about P. Diddy. That's the honest truth.
That's true.
If you look, and I always say, and this can be argued about.
Yeah.
But I always say that, I say, because he's a CEO also,
Yeah.
I say he's like the P. Diddy of East Africa. He behaves exactly like him.
Okay.
The way he does his business.
Yeah.
The way he wants to be seen on his artist tracks and what.
Right.
Same kind of form. And you can argue that in Tanzania, he's one of the guys, whether you like his music or you hate it, people know his name.
But that's why I'm saying, like, I think it for every individual, it's different, right? If you want to get the recognition, you'll get it. By hook or crook. Everybody will remember who you are.
But why do you want the recognition?
Exactly. Why do you want it? Why do you want it? It's a very one-sided conversation, especially because there are those producers who probably just did not want, or CEOs and record labels who are just like, make me my money. I don't care how you do it. Just make me my money. Okay. So
there's an argument also that DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of the tracks that's put out, he doesn't produce them.
You know, now that's between him and the person who put it out.
Is DJ Khaled out there? So, but if he would walk around town right now, if he walk around the city, everyone know that's DJ Khaled.
Of course.
You know, some other CEOs, maybe they walked around, they're like, who the heck is that?
Exactly. Again, it just really depends on your effort. Even you as an artist, if you have to be seen, you'll be seen. There are those who make hits in the studio. Now, Nekani, you know, I'm sorry, like I come from a very, very different age, but half of the artists I see who come into the hookup, they come on with ski masks. So,
I won't lie, man.
I don't know how they look like.
Do you know at Allianz, I saw a couple of them, and we were talking with a few guys like Jirong and a few artists were there, and I was telling them when I was a kid, the guys who wore those masks were Wochis. Yeah, you remember the night
keep
security
warm.
guards?
To keep
Yeah.
warm.
Now it's a so
It's
the
a movement.
The guy is sweating, like he's sweating, but he's
And-
like, "This is my swag."
Exactly. So again, it depends on what identity you identify with, the one that you embrace, and if there needs to be, I think they can come up with a list. They can come up with a list that is away from the artist, because the artist should be able, in my opinion, to stand alone in their own right.
But wasn't that ski mask thing they used to wear when people used to go rob banks? Like
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Like UK, I know that's what they used to do. They used to go with those things, and then it became a swag thing of.
It's a swag thing, okay?
Of what was it called? Not even drill. It was grime. The grime artists used to do that a lot.
It's a thing. Like Kimia used to walk half of his life with a bulletproof vest. Okay, that was his swag. I'm not hating on the swag whatsoever.
But hip hop, there's a time everyone was wearing even fake bulletproof. You go to your fundi, you tell them, "Hey, nataka kai."
And they pump it up with foam, As in, like, everybody's identity is very different, and how you want to be known is very different.
Malji,
So,
what's your identity?
My identity, I think, just been cool.
I'm saying you're having rubber bands here. Is that your identity?
Rubber band man.
This one's after my identity, I think, the tattoo, the name itself, Malji. That's my identity.
Sure. Me, I like my African swag, blah, blah. Everybody's different. You like your bling, Everybody is very different. But I think for this argument for Birdman, I honestly believe that they should not take away the shine from the artist. Let them have their own list, okay? If he really wants to, like, really wants to be on a list, let the CEOs have their own list. Let the producers have their own list, because even sometimes the producers are the CEOs. Let them just shine in their own way,
But
because for
actually-
sure they did contribute a lot
Didn't there come out in America some years ago a producers list?
there
was a producers list that came
was
out.
there?
I think
I've
there
never
was
seen him. I'll have to look for
some
it.
time ago. But even some of the biggest producers who have been known in the game over the last couple of years, the last decade,
Yeah.
guys like Timberland,
Yeah.
they really don't have much to. They don't really have much to say,
Right.
about that. Like literally, they just want to do their music.
Yes.
Like remember, he was asked about about Aaliyah's catalog. Aaliyah's music has finally come out. The catalog,
Right.
The music didn't hear. It's actually come out, and he was just like, "Hey, it's not my catalog, it's hers."
And I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Sometimes also it depends on who you work with and how much the respect they give to your craft, to your game. Okay. So also for Birdman, I think, to be very honest, he just needs to advocate for his own list, because it's also not fair to take away from the artists and what the work that they put in. They're the ones who are in the front, they're the ones who spent hours in the studio, they're the ones who spent hours writing, they're the same ones who spent hours, in production, doing videos. You cannot take away from them. So I honestly feel, yes, they are the people behind these artists, but they need their own list, in my opinion. I don't know what you feel.
Like, let's say, in today's time, there's this app called TikTok, I think.
Right.
Most of the music.
I like that you say that. I think there's something called TikTok. I don't
Most
know.
of the music
Could be there.
that's trend online.
Yeah.
Through TikTok. They're from this artist.
Right.
But then you come and find that there's this dancer who has made the music to be gain more massive trends and influence and so. So they need to be recognized.
Right.
So when you're doing your thing, you also need to recognize the artist and just give a shout out to that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the artists also have their own view about that whole thing. And I think the artist's view is this. Even if they're signed to a label, to a certain company, what they feel is these guys have put up the money to do the work or to make it happen.
Right.
And by them receiving from the work they put in, they're already being paid back. So they don't feel like, some of them don't feel like they need to shout it out all the time. Say, hey, this CEO, like.
That's what I'm saying. For some of these guys, all they want is their money back. It's an investment at the end of the day. Yeah, they don't need all those props. So it's very, very subjective, that conversation. But I still do feel, yes, 100%, all of these artists wouldn't be there without these guys. So they need to be given their props, 100%, but their own list. And of course, for Hip Hop at 50, for sure, that needs to happen. But again, this was just Billboard and Vibe. Anybody else can come up with a list. we can come up with the list. So it does not end there. You should not, take it to heart. There's still time. The year has not ended. We're on the 50th year, so there's still time for these lists to be generated. But yes, they need to be given their props. Birdman brought up so many guys in the music industry, and you cannot take that away from him. 100%. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be having Drake. We wouldn't be having Nicki Minaj. We wouldn't be having Lil Wayne.
Don't forget at one time, Nani was linked to them, eh?
Who?
Chris Brown.
Was he?
Yeah. At one time, he was linked to them.
Was he?
He did some tracks with them.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah, it was like they have brought up a lot of artists and they have put out a lot of projects.
Yeah.
They put out a lot of mixtapes. And before that, they were a rap group themselves with Weezy and they're all part of a group. What are they called again? Hot Boys, or I can't remember what they're called. Like there's a crew. They were rappers.
I'm not sure. I'm not too
divulged
sure.
into that, So they've been in the game a long time.
Right.
These are not guys who just came up and said, "Hey, Tujaribu,
Right.
Tuone." These
Right.
are guys who put in their time.
They put in the work and they put in the time.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, let us get back into the break with DJ Mal G. When we come back, we'll be looking at more news, including AI taking over the hip hop game.
DJ Malji.
Hapo dance tusijali hatukujaji hapo tusijali hatukujaji hapo dance tusijali hatukujaji hapo tusijali hatukujaji hapo Uhuru Gardens tuko jaba, wengine wako miti, zetu ni majaman, zenu pikipiki. Leo tunaenda kanan, beba zigi mingi, kakuna mamadam, beba sidi mingi. Ni mimi hapo back left, paparazzi wanaifanya ngumu kufanya usherati. Nakumbuka kabla nifuge manati, nilikuwa na wakunywa na ile koloni ya Versace. Squeeze backseat, ilikuwa love seat, smooth na manual unafikiria ni automatic. Tint kwa window muadhara ndo hatutaki. Hapa perfection tunaifanya bila practice. Mbele naona success, nafunga hat-trick. Mindo the jet kwa hicho itisha hapik. Tangu tungie kwa hii mchezo sindo heartbeat. Nairobi City tunairan kama athlete. Dance tusijali, hatukujaji hapo tusijali hatukujaji hapo nasikia
Black Market Records.
nasikia
wote mizip ndo nafika home,
nilikuwa kwa bed
hadi bed
baby bed, kwani kuna noma?
na umelewa,
sijalewa,
umelewa,
mimi sijalewa.
basi niambie perfume gani unuka harufu ya chrome.
Wacha maishu bora, sijakuomba pesa ya kumochoa, naweza tu vile na dai, simu upiga wera poa.
I am sick of this, I thought utatulia nikikoa.
Nitatulia wapi, si wendo sheria ni sheria.
Nani nakatumeja wala siski, niliambiwa na mamore ule sumbua usimring. Najua singo za mneti online kazama kwa ishi, cheki sayo unakunya kuliko ngamia za isi.
Baby umeanza kunitusi,
na uwezi kunisho,
umeanza urazi na una ganji, neza tosha kuni please.
Kukupliza kia nani sasa umeanza kukua mdeep. Unajua pride ya mwanaume ushukia hapo nitakufix.
Utanifix dume suruali jisqueezy when it beach.
Na nita bitch,
bitch usijaribu kuniseal.
hapa kwangu temea kuingia kama umechelewa ni sick.
Na hapa kwako siko shule baby give me some.
Na nakushomisi kudai zina sikudai tena.
Time sina mina die hella.
Kai you must be a damn fella.
Die nigga mini die hard fella.
Ati die zina sikudai tena.
Time sina mina die hella.
Oh my, you must be a damn fella.
Die nigga mini
kaini bambie sin tukipiga tunaiwacha maridadi.
Yo wanatuita mabani, kwani tumeshikwa tukachiliwa mara ngapi?
Rada ni chafu na sisafishi, hii budget itoshi ukikuja kwangu na feature dish.
Rende ni chafu achachisha nini, mimi ndrache twangu na sababu ni staki rafiki.
Underground still superstar, how nafanya mpaka marapa wanashtuka style zao. Niko full mzuka neza fungua duka side zao. Vile mi usuka mi ndio sultan you can find out.
In maji moto, sufuria ya pili, si tulipoa kikombe, kitu nyi mlipoa ni pena mbili. Yo, today na sim sensi bila sim sima, tuko east na tunashikisha ati kushinda Meru mzima. La Wrong rende, Yo. There's a jungle out there na mindo monkey king. Top of the top kwa kila list, cheki marking scheme. Na cheka jumacho zangu zicheki micro things. Sijeka ngatat na ugopa kuran out of skin. Move up for extra cheese, ndo nipatie pedi pie. Mistari zile fresh na rongrende, miss ule mbast. Studio kit is very fine, wacha ni verify. Changa kwa Jerican nikitangazia Beringa. Very fast, nilikuwa Ramafala kundirail. Mi vacation CBD, nyiendeni ole sereni. Yani ile guas, yani mithilia electric train. I took a step yet again on enemy terrain. Mube bastoki ya mwezi yote, wezi nipata na plug kando shock day. Vela ilidunda, ikabaki ni rokote. Jusuki wakisha kama Catholic Church candle zote. Sisi tuko on, tukwe high, twende heaven kama monk. Hawanoni na wako lunch, 247 kama thong. Nina lang effect, leo nataka blunt, hapana bong. Tunazidu both wakolo kwa kiko kill mpaka lesi. Ora aso luku zetu ni kwesabu mawen. Ambia Arsenal, tuliachia Abu Mayengs. Babu wa Swale, I'll rather die or ni exile, niende away.
Wrong grand, man. Yeah. Wrong always. Tuko mavitu poleni, uliza maswali tuna majibu already, na kila mahali ni kuharibu zoeni. Bongo kiwa mbali kwa karibu komeni, na give thanks kila siku ombeni. Ni fitness juu ya instru zoezi, na kwa maheta bado bifu ndongeli. Waga ninatesa kauna issue bongeni. Ain't nobody that can do it like me. Best in the game and they shoot fit nicely. You dissed my name, I took it lightly. Misi kama nyinyi snaga chuki na life G. Nataka shamba uko na nyuki na wife, lakini bado naandamwa na magrupi hawaishi. Nina furaha mina do shit na like, wewe bado nangangana kunitusi kwa IG. Wako ketepo wameshindilia mafumbo, buda pereka hiyo injili yako huko. Msupa wako ananipigia nkishika ndaipiga taiskilia kwa tumbo. Neza pata nikose manega, who knows. Naimba kala koste na wapa full dose. Whatever happen, let it happen. Mindo mtoto alipewaga wembe akaishape. Hey, I really think you're misplaced. I work hard, I don't sleep, I got no weekends. It's fucked up, I see no one cares. So sad man, I even drink more these days. Bro, we was fine until the money came. It's always a wrong time fam, nothing changed. Na kwa machodhi I be warning them. Usidhani hii mambo yetu itakuwa all in vain.
Hata mala kilala analipwa. Nasikia kai imetoka shamba lele kilala inalika. Basi sikiza mjango kijoo kutakulwa. Madmunga naishi kwa jango Georgia Tanyuri. Rocha linda sumanda kwa payroll. Junkosi kwa kikosi na ni coach. Ni HK out, yu karingi mpini na itos. We ukija kampia na trisha we na kushomlete na ni dos. Ship toka
Mal G the DJ.
Kaka chizi, lakini hizi ofisi zimejificha kaka bisi na kuzura na hizi kadi hivi na gopa wizi.
Story ni gani?
Check story ni hivi. Pale jubani tunacheza gasharete kadi ni shida serious reali wakandia bia itabidi diende mama gena town nipate hii mane, lakini sijui ni gani hizi barabara zinafanana ka fruit salad vile zinanishanganya na unajua hadi aje si tu wanatasaidiana.
Niaje mzee amini sungut kingpin wa mtaa, watu nijua kama compass, watalii uniita map, najua shimo zote lojo na mala unaweza kaa. Askari wa mamita, askari wa manispa, ndachukua ndoto unazo nizigeuze chapa.
Hiyo ni sawa, lakini ni swali moja kwanza. Ukachua au nidanganyi?
Niamini
kweli
we niamini, we niamini tu.
Sawa ukachua au nidanganyi?
Niamini
kweli
we niamini, we niamini tu.
Sawa.
Hebu nionyeshe hiyo tikiti nionekani oriji, ndio nijue una westidha ama tutagia shili.
Actually kadi bibiri moja na ingine ni ya bilioni brothers, idipa maoni.
Nice. Kuna vitu unahitaji ndio why twende hoteli tubonge, utatumia ngwai chai.
Usikia vile unadai lakini ai najua aje brai.
Misi mwizi misi koni na hii ndio dhibitisho. Shikilia simu hido na yangu kitambulisho.
Saa ndio hiyo bishi yangu imefika mwisho. Si saa tuishie ndio alafu wewe udicho.
Unasikianga tu Nairobi, leo nitakuonyesha raha zake.
Si unajua zangu ni supu na motura na KK na GK na KK kwa DJ. Lakini swali kwangu ni moja tu I say. Ukachua au nidanganyi?
Niamini
kweli
we niamini, we niamini tu.
Sawa. Ukachua au nidanganyi? Kweli
we niamini tu.
Niko luta baby na chana na sezi kosa time ya kukupeleka Java. Kama sutra dogi na kupachupa kani mwere chunga mumangia na maduka. Chanli pelekwa na mtaratara. Sina mask mambasi madibala. Cheki smart look nimepiga maklak suku story ni mashash diklafisa tumengara Chanli pelekwa na mtaratara sina mask mamanga sima dibala Cheki smart look nimepiga maklak suku story ni mashash diklafisa tumengara
MG tunadatify kadela makwela Bogi dosho linki ya kabaila Zaki hezi kuwa na show zaki deila Zaki hezi tunandana shama weila Bado bogi ime jasta vuna baroda ni mref niku Nyuasta kumangwa ritistoko genje nime Ngasta fuka anges wana idra niki Zasta gi Jasta mo wakali ya ngasta fiheni Wakimedi na ma ruasta nga wasta nga Kuwa dresi kuwa kasta nga Listi mbiki trizek misti mi
Chanli pelekwa na mtaratara sina mask mamanga tuluko nimepiga maklak suku story ni mashash diklafisa tumengara Chanli pelekwa na mtaratara sina mask mamanga sima dibala Cheki smart tuluko nimepiga maklak suku story ni mashash diklafisa tumengara
Smile kako high sahi drop gonna drip like this Kikombe na pombe si maji hands in the air like this Kiloud na kiwashia kwa street baridi kingia nai na ikulia malin Mama mtamba task I mean anayamshanga ngware like a starter meal Smile kauna silver kwa teeth Shanda akitwena
Mal G the DJ
DJ Mal G
kabla ya kidunge kufeo
Chanli pelekwa na mtaratara sina mask mamanga sima dibala Cheki smart look nimepiga maklak sasa tumengara
Ukoro kwa shingo inaka wateri Ndio rizo naki anagawa kama offering Na break bank nikani mengukia lottery Mokari na kiburi tefanya ulazio kwa mochari And should I take it more farther? When you show father more you are more than a forefather Daddy Jones a father to 4 others I got 28 whips, 4 saba Get it? Niko boka na mawarkes Isilini seti nikeswone nimecharbez Barakata get it regardless Ataka kuna mbogi usema niko heartless Na kauleti radu na madu Staretu kunyanganyo kose kazi kachak
Nandora L-O-V-E Ndani ya hip hop city Nandora L-O-V-E Ndani ya hip hop city Nandora L-O-V-E Ndani ya hip hop city
Now put your lighters up, let's die. Put your lighters up, New York. Put your lighters up, DC. Putting your lighters up, Philadelphia. Put your lighters up, Detroit. Put your lighters up, Chi-Town. Putting them lighters up, no matter where you be.
Eyo wapende wasipende Nacha wakinichukia I'm never gonna stay down Bado nini Eyo wapende wasipende Nacha wakinichukia I'm never gonna stay down Bado nini Wanachuki washani udhi Mambo sani kuji Panga vile tutawashaiganza bila udi Sumi, taksin, mogokana kichuri Nkiwa steam naanza kuropokwa na sijui Ndani ya club sorora The rap sosara ni ngumu kunipata Kandani ya cup chokora Na flow proper sani shakwa msweet Kam nazi yacha chokoba Matabloids ishani bo Ukitaka utamini Kenya ulisoma kwa pulse Tinyasha ni kuwa carnival Na dem flani Picha kwa gazeti ni ya zamani Mili kwa mtaani na seti majani Bado niko wadhi Bado najulikana we ODC Ronga sivo na si extraordinary Nina right of way Mkikuyo kinisikieta sema gasho we Oh man nasi macho ni more than organ ya kuona Mindo captain uliza Morgan Slogan nipona taka blogwe mgonjwa Shotgun kwa kona na ni press na ngoja Eyo wapende wasipende Nacha wakinichukia I'm never gonna stay down Jumani bado nini Eyo wapende wasipende Nacha wakinichukia I'm never gonna stay down Jumani bado
Mal G the DJ
Obe baba, sikushua nikupo. Obe baba, obe baba, obe baba, obe baba, obe baba, obe baba.
Gai fava, ne mara menya no way haha. Deka ukamaragwa na gatithakaga. Hii rap game yukula kama sapa. Todo mwana mwega no da. Ratataka ni ediko hota. Ratataka Kenya deko hota. Adone marokera totireda Babylonia. Korita ni koro. ogie kikaondo tanorete modhogo oresiria gai ni modhogo. Wake up baby, this is a wake up call. Stand up no matter how many times you fall. Get up, the view's too nice. I smoke that kalala, do you got a light? I swear ni kumati Ome baba, ome baba Sikushua ni kupo Ome baba, ome baba Ome baba, ome baba Ome baba, yeah.
Lada pass go back na bikini do be na kimani na the party. Kama uko on Twitter follow me Mini ko juu ya mataska na mapili Ibasini mahasla na machizi Na mademo class ni kama Mercedes. Napiga malaps nimesha jaza ngide. Usijali baby si leo ni payday. Miuanga juu na party every day. Ini ya my boys wote na magal dem. Hata uliza ukomi wana bande. Mukisikia ni kubap wanajua kang.
We party like a more dap, a more dap, yeah. All night, to the morning light, like a more dap, a more dap. See them dancing to the left, see them moving to the right. We got the alcohol on ice, we gon' do it all night, yeah. See them dancing to the left, see them moving to the right. I got the liquor on ice. We gon' sip it all night, yeah.
Good boy, leko youth man them. Me about to blow like a Bin Laden. Na wapa na kijameka na changanya na sheng. Yani makushun peng na mawadada deng. Na waroga na mama kumkumbaba. Uliza Sofia sini ya bas kubaba. Victoria takuambia ini ya Keisa. Man say check it udem. Check it udem. Angetingisha vidude. Angetingisha vidude. Phenomenon Silikanyeri yana mchanja man Tunafua basi wapi yo dastapan Oya mifuko zimeshaka rastaman Itisha kinywaji faster man Kang hapa niko na taska kan Weka kwa bills indalipa na mastercard Watakwan juu ya majika Zanzibar Basi mastanga wata kwa parking lot Kwenda home sindapigi ya taxi cab Nina msuka amevalia cardigan Nikicheki Chelsea utapata hatata What's on what's off Daniel San Nikitoast up chupa ya Jameson Ongeza ice iwe kama ya Eskimo Chapa shot bottoms up Here we go Leo Mziki tunayo Shekile kumebamba Leo Vinywaji tunazo Shekile kumebamba
Yeah K-Tisa Hey Track 53 na Jirongi Yeah Better recognize who's on this like it's a no-brainer. Juwala wacha nice ni mamlaina. Kinena kiba kwa sina mda yenu ndo kunyesha. All I do ni kuandika kushinda na pad kama gamer. Si PSG but hizi maneno na si dribble kama Neymar. I gotta dumb it down to speaking name. And I'm a rapper watarada rather go deep in your gun. Him ghost ka record. I'm dope like Ogrotin Baregan. Na dai kubol ka bezos ka made fast to chicken coin ba. Kwa stage ya mat ka mambo flani.
Oya, I'm royo, ikikam ni moyo. Awana oya Koli tapana na Ginhea Monsanto Mchujo tembezi kimchakato Ikipungua ni majivu tu msoto Ilitumwa ni kamasta kika koto Wamefit ndole chakati kaa ngoto Shots fired, I call it get tired Na call shots na una get retired Wana scratch vocals ka DMX Na wa style, na wa stunt BMX Kaha ini adi value, na ID value Cheki watch, call them watch Mchana utanimulikaje na torch Watch, nikiwa tukihate, tuna coach Timeless ka Rolex ni watch Nyinyi kuisha shinda si Roach, wamelost, tuna keep it lock Kick rock, wacha wa flock Keep stock, wa block, ni dog Na cock, hiyo glock, maftani, each pok Dandara, sioki, kiambimo Drive 53, Mwatika K-Tisa, Babos, Jiro, Gize Oya Classic Ricky number for me Oya Now you will be Ricky number for me Oya Now you will be
love that jam. Let me tell you, I have it on repeat. I had it yesterday on the breakfast jam, having it right now on the vault. Tribe 53 and Jirongi did the thing.
Yeah, G baby.
G baby, soft G, wrong G, yote. Speaking of Jirongi, my friend.
Flames XG.
What is going on? What is going on? In the words of Marvin Gaye, what's going on?
What's going on?
He's been out here beefing and beefing hard.
Yes, man.
And you know, like Jirongi, he's that guy to put a T, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. When he checks in ham. And somebody has to either leave there bleeding metaphorically, not physically. But somebody has to either leave there bleeding or not leave at all, okay? So...
Gee, man, like, he cracks me up when he told me, hey, how am I fighting with, Lee Kobe?
Oh, my God.
And Inspector Mwalua.
Oh, my God.
I was like, how am I fighting them? These guys are shorter than me, which is true in height.
Are they?
Yeah, in height. And G is not the tallest guy.
He's not the tallest
in the room, so that's saying something.
That says something. Oh my God, that is crazy. When this story came out, like literally, like guys have been calling me. They're like, "What's going on?" When we went to hold back, yeah. So G is beefing with Kama of Keshaka, and he's beefing with Flames. Although with Flames, I really feel it's a case of something going too far. Like, it didn't have to go that far. It's something that probably was a misunderstanding that could have been talked about very easily, very calmly, and moved on. But it has indeed ignited a beef, and Flames dropped a diss track, him and the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
I haven't heard the diss track, but...
Flames sent it to Jirongi on one of his posts. It wrote demo, and Jirongi has not let him go over that all this time. He's like, how are you sending me
but not in a bad way. But I'll tell you this, and this is come for Jirongi. You better be ready. Not because I know him, but you better, because Jirongi can be like another 50 Cent.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah. You don't come for him lightly, okay? Yeah. If you're coming guns blazing. Okay.
Exactly.
You have to come with all the artillery you have, the entire US Army, everything. Come with everything, yeah. And for G, it's the same thing. Like, if you go hard at him once, it only takes once. He's coming at you every single day, and that's what he's done. Ever since the event at Allianz, he's been coming at Flames every single day, and even to the fact that he's even laid off come up for a little bit,
Because even guys were holding at me saying, "What's up with hip hop?" I said, "This has nothing to do with hip hop.
No."
It has to do with individuals.
It has
nothing to do with the music.
Exactly.
It has to do with individuals.
It has everything to do with individuals and what they choose to do.
Yeah.
And here is a choice of where, of course, Flames, I'll not take it away from him, grabbed the opportunity and decided to make a diss track. Of course, but he just needs to, roll with the punches, whatever what people may think about it. But it is playing out a lot on social media. A lot of words have been traded, so some not very kind words. What I'd like to say is the opinions that are being put out on there do not reflect Icon Radio, its staff, its members, and anything that goes in between that. That is between two individuals, right, who have chosen to go at each other. Wherever the buck may lay, I hope it ends on a note that is for the culture. And of course, we do not encourage violence or bullying of any kind.
Well, I spoke to Jirongi about it, like immediately came out. We had a talk, he gave me his side of view, but I don't want to speak about it.
Okay.
I want Jirongi to come in and speak about it.
Let him come and speak about it.
Because he can give it more accurately, and it's actually his issue.
Right.
So he needs to come and say, hey, it's like this and why I'm feeling this kind of way.
Right. Although people really wanted us, I think if you're getting a call, and I'm getting a call because guys really wanted us to also just comment on it.
I know there's one thing that he told me because Flame said that Jirongi, in fact, the comment that I read is that he said that he came after his son.
Right.
And they did have a beef, I was there at the event that
in
day.
front of his son.
At Allianz, I was there.
Yeah.
Though I wasn't there when they were having beef. I wasn't even in that presence.
So you don't know the context completely?
No, I don't. What Jirongi told me is there's two sides to every story. So
right.
I just know his story.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. He said Flame said that he came for his son, and he said that he can draw blood from his son or something like that. You know, when I asked Jirongi said, no, that's not what I said. I said he's lucky that his son is here. If his son was not here, then I would have done some damage.
Right.
You know, and so it's like that became one of the focuses, like around his son.
Right.
It became one of the focuses about the beef also.
Right. I to Jirongi's credit, I also don't think that he would go and say, I will, attack you and your son.
No, I
of
don't.
course, this
I
is
don't
a
believe,
father.
I
He's
don't
a
believe
father
that
of.
either.
He's a father of many sons. Okay.
Yeah,
Jirongi has
his father Abraham.
many sons. Okay, so him being a father himself, I don't think he would go at somebody like that. But of course, a lot of things get misconstrued at the heat of the moment. He also tried to clarify it on his live. He went on a live and tried to clarify it. By the end of the day, words are still being traded. And yes, we will give Jirongi next week the platform to come and address it once and for all. And hopefully, Flames, who is given the open call to come in as well, would come in and also just have this discussion and squash whatever needs to be squashed, man. There's so much more to this culture than just beef, okay?
I actually saw Flames on Sunday. We just didn't get a chance to talk.
Right.
But I saw him. There's another event that went down.
Right.
And so you didn't get a chance to talk. But I'll say this, like, the problem with beef is, and people who are around you,
right,
you have to choose a side.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big problem.
Yeah.
You're always going to have to choose a side. So I saw online, people were choosing sides already.
Right.
They didn't know the full facts, but they choose by who they know.
Exactly.
If you know Jirongi, you're going to be like, nah, this is my boy.
Right.
I have to roll with him. If I don't, it's going to be problems.
Yeah.
Same thing with Flames. Yes, his people,
Right.
And so the thing is, they're going to be like, they're going to roll.
Right.
They're going to roll. I saw some people even saying, hey, you're supposed to be a legend in Ukoflani. This has nothing to do with Ukoflani.
Yeah.
The one thing that I disagree with, and I'll make this plain, is one thing that I disagree with is when Flames brought this issue of him mentoring, was it his cousin or something, and talking about like how he's a better rapper than him, and I felt that should have been left out.
Okay.
If you have a beef with Jirongi, have it with him. But don't bring in other people.
Don't bring in other people, yeah. Everybody else is not collateral damage.
Yeah.
The other thing is that there's just been a lot of talk of, this is just my opinion, a lot of talk of violence, and I really hope it can come to a stop, okay? At the end of the day, these are two artists, influential in their own right, and a lot of guys do tend to look up to them. And there's just been even in the comment section, there's just been a lot of talk of violence. And I really hope, this is just me, as a person, it has no bearing on you or on Malji or anybody else. I just hope the violent talk would just come to a minimum. And if they have to fight it out, they fight it out in the ring. We've talked about this before. They fight it out on the mic, together, or even in the ring. Maybe have a celebrity boxing match like they do in the States. But deck it out in a place where there is no glory, or because what's happening is a lot of their fans are glorifying the violence. And what we've seen and everything that's happening in the States, I'm hoping that, again, because I keep feeling that these things are coming closer to home, that just the conversation would stop.
There's a lot of, in music, there's always a lot of beef, and it can lead to violence. Even in our own country, you'd hear about the Gengeton violence. You hear about Vibes Cartel, what happened.
Right.
In Jamaica. Like one comment can lead into something drastic.
Right.
And it's usually not the people who are involved in the beef.
Right.
The 2 people or 3 people are involved who are the guys who bring the violence. It's
exactly.
the people behind them. Behind them. And they say, hey, it wasn't really me. But now they say, if it was legally, they say, but hey, hold on. You are a contributor.
Right.
Into that,
Right.
And so the thing is, we need to keep away from, because people just look for that opportunity to jump in. Have you ever seen like when 2 people are fighting, then on the streets, then
guys come from nowhere.
30 other people come, from nowhere. It's kind of like this. It's like this guy who died the other day. They're playing dice.
Pops. The guy from Migos.
Yeah, Migos. Apparently, he wasn't even involved in that. He wasn't even. He was just on the sidelines.
Collateral damage.
But it's him who got shot.
Yeah.
And this how things happen.
Right.
Usually, I can make one comment, and I know the way Jirongi goes about things, and he tries to make it also comical. Like if you see him, he tries to make it comical.
And sometimes you just don't understand him, but he's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything by anything.
But then when he gets to a certain place and he feels like, hey, you know,
You're
and
pushing me.
Yeah, I saw the same thing with when Ken Ring was around, but then he'll draw back.
Right.
He'll say his point, then he'll draw back. But
Right.
someone else who may be around, maybe looking, be like, hey, okay, this is what he really wants,
Right.
and they go for it.
Right.
So I would say this issue needs to just be resolved.
Right.
Say your piece and move on. But what I've seen also in hip hop music, especially in hip hop, a lot of people, when they're about to drop their albums or a single or something, that's when they look for beef. I hope this is not one of them.
It could be. You never know.
I hope it's not one of them, because that mileage is only for about a minute.
Yeah.
And then people forget about it. If you look at beefs that have been throughout hip hop,
right,
specifically in hip hop,
right,
you know, it was over some stupidity.
Right.
Like someone comes to whisper in your ear, hey, anasema hivi juu yako. And it's not even that.
Right.
And then you make it something that it isn't, and then it becomes a war. And the war, by the way, it's not going to help the hip hop music to move forward at all.
All right. I will personally call Flames and see if you're willing to come in, and I'll have a sit down with Jirongi, and let's just square this out, okay?
We get both of them. We can get both of them in the studio. That's no problem.
Yes.
I know people are linked on both sides. I'm on similar sides, so it's
Okay,
like,
great. Then you make the call.
Yeah, we
get them both into studio. Their camps remain outside. Wangoje uko nje, or they watch on the phone, and then let's have them have it out over here.
You know, like I remember, like there was a time Bob Marley was trying to have he was trying to have these sit down between these two political parties,
right?
And got them to shake hands, but they didn't. They shake hands in public, but they didn't really shake hands.
Right.
So I want these guys to unite and really do it for real.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Open call. Let me read out some messages quick, fast before we head out. Angel Okungu says, "Hey, DJ, loving the mix." Getting some love there from Angel Okungu. Christine Dago says the music is on point. No peace in the office. No peace. We just want violins, but the right kind. Okay. There's a request here for some throwback by Abbas. We played a lot of Abbas, but we'll get another one for you, right? Larry Ruff says we would really like G to speak on it. The back and forth on social media is crazy. We would love to hear him out. Hashtag G speak on it. Okay.
G baby speak.
Speak on it. Speak on it. Larry Raffles says, good stuff, DJ, on playing Kenyan hip hop. Awesome vibes. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you guys so much for weighing in, and of course, giving us your comments. Of course, just tuning in, guys. We're officially at the end of the show. We gotta go. Time goes so fast when you're having fun. But hopefully next week we'll be able to drop that exclusive between Jirongi and Flames. Jimmy will reach out to both of them. He's always the mediator. He's always good at that. So hopefully he'll be able to draw them in, and we can squash this here on the vault once and for all. Because you know, if it's not happening here, it's not happening anywhere else in the world, right? All right, guys, it's adios from me. Jimmy, do you have any parting words? You always have parting words.
Yeah, my parting words about the safe space. Safe space is a place.
It's a place.
You know, so we need to focus on that. We need to focus on bringing up our kids in the right way.
Right.
And the generation that's coming behind us.
100%.
Because we won't always be here forever. And I feel both sides, both men and women, we need to treat each other right.
100%.
Yeah.
Great. Malji, any last words? Do you have an event this weekend you'd like to plug?
Yeah, sure.
Maoni ya mwisho.
Ya mwisho. So I have an event still in Mirema at a place called Kokoriko.
Right.
Yeah.
It looked like it was of a vibe last week.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
Yeah. And
okay.
we should keep tuning in. The Vault.
There we go.
Thursday.
There we go.
Is here, yeah.
Malji amesema. All right, Angel is leaving us with, yes, Jimmy, bring them together. Only you can. I 100% agree. Only Jimmy can.
Oh, it's me. It's me now.
It's you or nothing. It's you or nothing. So let's see what Jimmy will be able to do, and hopefully we'll have that exclusive here next week. All right, guys, be safe. And of course, keep the peace wherever you are, and enjoy the rest of the day with Icon
Hear
Radio.
this. Hear this.
phenomenon. Silika Nyeri yana mchanja man. Tunachafua basi wapi yo dastapan. Oya mifuko zimejaa kadrasan. Itisha kinywaji faster man. Kang hapa niko na taska kan. Weka kwa bills ndalipa na Mastercard. Watakwan juu ya majika Zanzibar. Basi Mustang dai watakwa parking lot. Saya kwenda home sintapigia taxi cab. Nina msupa amevalia cardigan. Nikicheki Chelsea utapata hatata. Wax on wax off Daniel San. Nikitoast up chupa ya Jameson. Ongeza ice iwe kama ya Eskimo. Chapa shop bottoms up. Here we go. Leo mziki tunayo. Shake vile kumebamba bamba. Leo vinywaji tunazo. Shake vile kumebamba bamba. Kumebamba mikono na super gum. Kwenye mic nimeshika na super glue. Naichana naitema ka bubble gum. Niko wax kama mishumaa. Handle stand. Mina Bangladesh, Pakistan, UK na wapound. Yes I am. Mini king kwenye palace Buckingham. Piga matot na masupa wa Tottenham. Mara kwa train inapitia Amsterdam. Rotterdam niliwakakakam. Sudan watagwanda kamdadab. Istanbul na mataki za basketball. Italy niko Rome, Vatican. Hamburg nikicruise kwa Autobahn. Piga D-Tone ndio ni sign ma autograph. Nikapiga sign Abaska Papa. Leo mziki tunayo. Shake vile kumebamba bamba. Leo vinywaji tunazo. Shake vile kumebamba bamba. Ongeza volume, yeah the man. Uiweke kwenye bill ya just a band. Na akiblink umwambie I'm just a fan. Sini kubaf yule Abaska boom. Na raundi nimerudi na master plan. Ya kuchafua party na after bash. Na kurarua masanduku za speaker box. Niko sababu za leo zinishika jo. Leo mziki tunayo. Shake vile kumebamba bamba. Leo vinywaji tunazo.
Yeah, one time for the motherfuckers. Yeah, two time for the motherfuckers. Nimekuja kuachana yo motherfuckers. I never get it, motherfuckers. Yeah, one time for the motherfuckers. Yeah, two time for the motherfuckers. Nimekuja kuachana yo motherfuckers. I ain't never been scared of you motherfuckers. Yeah, why you niggas so opinionated? Yeah, dropping shit and I ain't never hated. Nimeingia nkawashusha kwenye rotation. And I'm aware I'm a beast but I never said it. Hawanaleta tu shenzi. Ila umoja ndo ujenzi. I always wanna make love not war. Lakini hiki ni kinyume cha mapenzi. I'ma go get it, hit the game play it. I'ma walk past you.
Design ya uchora saba, artist Picasso. Hakuna cha CD many old school ni kaso. Step moves in 8 minutes ni kaso. Figure ya chupa matemium confused na daso. Gold digger hizi bling anazihaso. Mplainer walidhini kurap ni maso. Na mbresh wake nikimuingizia na shikwa na maso. Kabla nishusha kwa zile za 9 months later Aga Khan. Push, Nina Moses na Joe na bad push. Na Kenya tunachoma ni papo. Kush, so high kuliko angels. Itapaka, koko, pus. Kenya nataka, bora usilus. Stay juu ya maji design ya goose. Good food, good it's a rap, come on, it's a rap. It's a rap, come on, it's a rap. It's a rap, come on, it's a rap. Rap excellency, presidential. It's a rap, come on, it's a
nilikuwa
rap.
naishi Kayole, kapigwa ball nikarudi kwa mukoro. Sina hata forms juu kulea mtoto. Pesa kidogo matumizi nazo mopto.
Mal G the DJ.
DJ Mal G.
Hear this.
Nilikuwa naishi Kayole, kapigwa ball nikarudi kwa mukoro. Nilikuwa naishi Kayole, kapigwa ball nikarudi kwa mukoro. Nilikuwa naishi Kayole, pesa kidogo matumizi narudi kwa mopto. Riba yangu zina trend kulea. So bola alikuwa gamono. Sasa mtoto amepata mtoto. Na badeni yote imeland kwa mokoro. Wanauliza nani yako restortable. Ni fala flani I don't like mukoro. She went from the top ni kusho vile ili start. After Raimani kaingia seko. Mama kanais at least akona hope. It's a good start for a firstborn. Nilibambika cause I was at another level. Story ya Bayo na Kem hatuwezi nego. Sikuanga into studies tangu kitambo. Backbench jeshi yangu, jeshi ya mambo. Mahomies wangu wote nikani masaiko. Party after party hakuna kurudi home. There kadai, that's it, I'm on my own. Ikabidi nende ghetto kusaka form. Kama uwadhufu ndo alikuwa my first boss. Mina swao na watibu hangover ya ngango. One day from work nikafika home, nikapata roommate ameteka huyu boy. Okay, it's not lakini nikahana form day. One day two kijana haendi kwao. To cut the story short, alishapata gahao. Before we even see it, tushakuwa family. Nishapata shame to me, he's just a friend. Mwenyeji akazeda kaniachana mgeni. Alichoka maisha ya ghetto ye hawezani, lakini hakumedi ananiach one roof. Ranani nakwambia nikamuvia haina na meet me toops alicheat na mimi. Siogopi kusema cause I ain't sorry. Ikakuwa big deal, I'm the bad bestie. Akaeka beef kidogo yana nikakuwa bani. Wakaachana karudi side hii. Kijana kona lugha nikashindwa kuresist. One big mistake, problems begin. Kwa kama wadhufu nilikuwa nisha resign. Nikaenda kwa mother department ya cham. The beauty and the lazy mindo nalipa bills. Wananiambia ni muache siskini kami nitepa things. I'm very fertile na yana cheza fiti. Nikaacha job, I'm very dizzy. Mara oh I'm sleepy, didn't know I'm risking. Mwenye nategemea he's more than lazy. Nikazoea njana kuhandwa na malandi. One morning
Inato kila siku ni upate mwanadamu si utajiri. I wish to smoke trees with the police. Anywhere them there, me have to run this killer bar. Free beer nini kuwe hakuna tena sheria. Na bounce na creep walk juu ya kick na snare. Clock imesha tick-tock, wapi we utakimbia. Bibi yako sio wako pia mimi namsherekea. Binadamu anavyofikiria. I wish uzima wa milele ni upate. I wish tukumu jemu nikumbuke. I wish inato kila siku ni upate mwanadamu si utajiri. I wish uzima wa milele ni upate. I wish tukumu jemu nikumbuke. I wish inato kila siku ni upate mwanadamu
ring ring napigiwa simu toni zangu kapadona na machizi tunachoma. Nasogea pembeni niweze kuipokea. Where yes ebwana kwaje mtu mzima.
Kimya kimya Njombe's kwa kina mima. Kuna bonge la party mazee la kimya kimya. Mashauri wamedondoka toka state. Ka vipi usiage mtu weche moka.
Okay, haina noma siage mtu nachomoka. Ngoja kwanza nende home nika change. Nipe dakika 20 mwendo taxi. Noma
Jeshimjo we tutachoma kimya kimya. We msomeshe kapachino kwenye kona. Akupe kitu cha rusha. Mina chocha Dodoma sisa kutoka bling to over kama nisoma.
Jeshim tayari nimeona. Wapi mudumu kesto kweli nimeamini kweli ni party. Grassi zote wani bila mlio cheers.
Mima kanistua amesha andaa dina. Kavipi tunzetu juu tukabonye. Kisha ndio kwenye summit tukamoke kia ina. Pembeni taikuni ali yani shalo tina tina.
Kama unataka kucheza bas cheza kimya kimya. Kama kupiga mitungi bas piga kimya kimya. Kuna demo memzimia pom fate kimya kimya. Hii nipate kimya kimya. Taratibu cheza kimya kimya. Mbona unarudi cheza kimya kimya. Kama kinywaji kimesha basi agiza kimya kimya. Kila kitu kimya kimya. Hii nipate kimya kimya. Yeah, ndani matawi juu kama juu. Brother man sister do mikono juu. Mawazo na cowboy wa East Zoo. Kabla hujatingisha kwanza sema kimya kimya.
Ni nani anapiga honi siange paki. Mwambie ashekelele nimesema mtu mzima. Hapa ni iwe Lex au Bima. Mbona huwa wasemi watapamba wanazima.
Chini juu muziki full. Tufanye nini kitachoenda na mood. Kuna dem na mind kwenda kumood. Wapi sticky nende kacheze na pool.
Ila usimtungi sana mpaka lazima kona naanza kulembua tu. Oyo na bima ili uweze chukua kani power kusima na kama ndege.
Aha, it's Tizu. Yeah, where?
Yo, ni asubuhi ninaamka ninapiga mswaki. Kisha naenda kubef kweka mwili safi. Narudi ghetto nafungua kabati. Nachukua pamba bling bling kwa chati. Na t-shirt black na jeans ya khaki. Na chini na simple white t-shirt and Nike. Kisha mzee najipulizia marashi. Nanukia safi. Niko na machizo chemba squad na daki. Tunapiga sim rich coast wako wapi. Tunakutana mitaa ya chaga bite ya supu kwa chapati. Na mitungi ya kupotezea wakati. Kitaka pegi mezangu na paki. Iwe sport anesema wembasi. Yapo takura ramba kama mwenye utasema basi. Tunakamua mbakele mida ya lunchi. Tunaagiza ugali mkubwa na samaki. Makamuzi anaendelea mpaka night. Watu tunaingia graveyard kwanza kupata nyasi. Tunarudi kila moja na disachi. Nikiasi gani mfuko niki kilichobaki kujicheki mimi na kama laki nikawambia machizi kinachopata mikasi
Mitungi, planti, mikasi kama ukitaka kuvinjari nasi basi mkoni mwako nawe uwe safi Mitungi, planti, mikasi kama ukitaka kuvinjari nasi basi mkoni mwako nawe uwe safi
Leo tuchelewe kilichobaki mikasi washikaji milupo tapata wapi milupo labda mitaa ya kati so tunaenda vipi kwa miguu au kwa basi usiku bora tuchukue taxi poa basi tusipoteze wakati naita taxi njoo tupeleke mitaa ya kati tukacheke midudu ya kupiga mikasi tuelewane kabisa tatukosi shingapi Buku 4 tu wapi kwani hapa na pale ni umbali watu wangapi si mnacheki wenyewe mko wangapi smile sana babaga tuko safi tuchangeni tusipoteze wakati rudie kwani una shingapi Buku 5 Besha bati sasa wewe unabati siku huu nenda wapi wakati yobati atasoda tu upati bora weke kesho nywe chai na chapati asiene kitu minona bora kabaki tusije mbele tukashika na mashati suke tuanzie Masaki mchizi kapiga simu kuna bonge la pati
Mitungi, planti, mikasi kama ukitaka kuvinjari nasi basi mkoni mwako nawe uwe safi Mitungi, planti, mikasi kama ukitaka kuvinjari nasi basi mkoni mwako nawe uwe safi
Yeah 1 2 check
oya dereva funga black tushafika kwenye party
bwana kumbe bonge la party
check madam kibao tadhani kitchen party
check lile anti lilo pass
bwana niko safi so mchezo babake unaweza konga laki
wapati usa wenyewe huwa kulenga kwa manati
haya basi tujichanganye katikati tukacheck mitungi na mademu wa mikasi
oya brother mwenye black unaitwa na yule anti
ukwapi
yule lovaa suti ya kaki
anti
safi samani kwa kupotezea wakati nilikuwa naomba tuwe wote kwenye party au unasemaje
mimi naona safi
mahani wewe anti ambaye umevaa shati hivi unaitwa nani
naitwa Bahati
hivi anti nishai kukuona wapi
acha longolongo wasema na shilingi ngapi
oya wewe vipi mpango wako vipi
mbona mimi mazee mpango wangu safi
shakuwa usiku twenzetu tukachukua taxi twenzetu tukapiga mikasi
Mitungi, planti, mikasi kama ukitaka kuvinjari nasi basi mkoni mwako nawe uwe safi
Alo Alo kama we ni mwenyeji we ni mwenyeji Alo kama we si mwenyeji mind your business kama unataka ule anaichapa mpaka ilale basi harakisha njona bima inanukia shasha mane ustupe nini kwa flona supako mudia ladha gane tunezenda fast au slow baby Eva nikisken kitafta plan ya do yeah tuanzishi vita tunamaliza nani ukinita tuma mamita au malipsinka wanawaingiza na panda stage na una miujiza baba wakeja wananiti wananiiga likuwa na soma mpaka kwa filter kabadoko ushago life iko order mpaka kweli na sound unachocha
vile naifanya sio hoja huku hizi ni si tunazoza tunaifanyaga proper tunaifanyaga propali tunaifanya kudai namba 2 wakanichuta daro songa jenga shule wajua lipe karo saimi ndio speaker Frankole Kaparo machutas napiga ki Usman Kamaru kwa fam ya kipanksi kutoka so fam ya kipanki tatoka kwa mimi amini ni jasho na damu zinatoka kiroga hinjili na treat kama dini saima device inakuja na mzinga wananidai na nijuzi waliringa Mungu akisense unajua uwezi pinga odds iko right mimi sichezi na tinga okay kifemi kijembe kikali bila budi na bidwa kubali pata jali ujwe nani akujali hii maisha ni tamu na chase na makali
life iko order mpaka kweli na sound unachocha
vile naifanya sio hoja huku hizi ni si tunazoza tunaifanyaga proper tunaifanyaga Properly tunaifanyaga.
Yes, nani yako in the zone aje na ana feel right at home aje utajua nilikuwa kwa chuom aje na harufu ya
Deejay Mwangi.
na sijaiko saka form sare last year niliuza my phone sare jana niliota na perform sare kabla kuota niliperform short now you know kwa cliff kabla ujue mambo ya drone ganda imejaa na kif na grind nikana clone na nani kuija hapa mimi nasikianga kama nakosa heshima mwezi ni pima mwezi ni zima na nimeingia nasikia wananiambia
Deejay Mwangi.
Jiggy, heavy, all the girls love me, oh, like money, call me Jiggy, heavy, all eyes on me, Machiavelli, girl, you got me spinning, yeah, doing 240 on Lecky Ekpe, with the top down, no do, gra, you been drinking and the dirty money stinking, girl, you got me spinning, yeah, doing 240 on Lecky Ekpe, with the top down, all the shit, yo, da, no do, gra, no do, you know they call me Fella in Versace, Fella in Versace, Fella in Versace, yeah. Fella in Versace, Fella in Versace, Fella in Versace, yeah.
Big shot, superstar, punisher, finisher, call again, bodyguard.
You want more like Bolivar.
Big shot, superstar. Finish up
like two baba. Ready set, don't bruise fire, delicate. I saw you standing there. Is the flashing lights gon' make me lose my way? Mail, this a baby girl. Benny's in the 18 every year. All my G's in the every year. I'm number one in a million. Yeah, like a fish and chips. From the north to the southwest and east, South Africa, yeah, tada. She gon' blow my jeans. Fella in Versace, Mandela in a Rari. Rubber bands, where you get them from? Motherland, M-Sons.
Yeah, jiggy, heavy. All the girls love me, oh, like money, call me Jiggy, heavy. All eyes on me, Machiavelli, girl, you got me spinning, yeah. Doing 240 on Lecky Ekpe. With the top down, no do, gra. You been drinking and the dirty money stinking. Girl, you got me spinning, yeah. Doing 240 on Lecky Ekpe. With the top down, all the shit, yo. Da, no do, gra, no do. You know they call me Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace, yeah. Fella in Versace. Fella in Versace. Versace, yeah.
Ooh, none of those stress. I'm just looking out for your breasties. Me and this squad being besties. Tell me which blood clot boy won't test me, cause I came a long way. Now I'm flexing, I can take your watch back like wrestling. I'm a smooth criminal. Took her to the mall, up a boy like Eagle. Sexy, she call me over. FC Barcelona. Time beast in the morning.
I'm just in my zone. You'd be lying if you said I wasn't so into. Don't be starting in front of your friends, you know what I'm into. Don't need to hide. You could be mine, let's take it slow. Man, he's a hater. All in the slide, I can't tell you. You be lying if you said I wasn't something that you're into. Don't be starting in front of your friends, you know what I'm into. Don't need to hide it. You could be mine, let's take it slow. Man, he's a hater. All in the slide, I can't tell you.
When I was in the party, it was on me. I remember it all, it was last week. When I stepped in, it was all free. Hennessy to spill on your G. Remember asking me what I'm into. I replied, music, baby, follow my Insta. Show you what I'm into, deep's what I'm into. All of your two-faced friends, yeah, I've been true. You'd be lying if you said I wasn't something you were into, yeah. Just tell me the truth, girl. You're lying to yourself. I told you my name's Akel. Been in and out of girls, must be able to tell. I've been dying for a chance to tell you I'm into you. Just tell me the truth, girl. Just tell me you like me. tell me you want me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You'd be lying if you said I wasn't something that you're into. Don't be stunting in front of your friends, you know what I'm into. Don't need to hide it. You can
just hope it's on me, girl, cause I can make you scream.
I can make you scream.
Just put your trust in me.
You'd be lying if you said I wasn't something that you're into. Don't be stunting in front of your friends, you know what I'm into. Don't need to hide it. You could be mine, let's take it slow. Man, he's a hater. All in the slide, I came for you. You'd be lying if you said I wasn't something that you're into. Don't be stunting in front of your friends, you know what I'm into. Don't need to hide it. You could be mine, let's take it slow.
Cheki fala mekam na mezuba na na cheki ati Subaru mambaru imekam na meja. Subaru mambaru imekam na meja. Subaru mambaru imekam na meja. Cheki fala mekam na mezuba na na cheki ati Subaru mambaru imekam na meja. Subaru mambaru imekam na
kinini. Kam na kinini kibuku duku. Kam na kinini ki ha ha. Adi kam na kinini ki kam na kinini ki kam na kinini ki kidiwa urush na mina jienjoy tuliwa bumbrush HK ya Michael Urukli na Missy Boy. Sina jongo, sina form, sina cheddar. Bila mbesha still machaji walichuna. Ngeusi una matres kwako Munga mjinga niko zone. Boss curfew magiza niko biz. Shmaditing alikujia magizgiz. I'm sorry nimedim. I'm sorry nimedim. I'm sorry dim, I'm sorry imedim. I'm sorry I
Subaru na kam na mambaru amekrom zaidi ya mzinga na zile vitu wrong. Munga saboy ya chum na imepong. Digitali jabaka kushikisha na dosh. Maisha posh na maomre wa pale sina magego za ugoro.
Ani kam na kinini kam na kinini kibukudu kam na kinini Mshika za ki white boy akiwa madu ya riomo na cocktoy. Raisi kufanya winge kwa soil bro na kidiura gudungwa na rock boy. Boy atuitishi ruhusa kuguza. Tunaishi nchi raisu tundura. Na ukisnitch juu ya click unasundwa. Shock daily tunakam kuchunguza. Umbwa dating ka umekam kutunyuria. Finger imekwama kwa trigger unabuya. Sikam kiwa steam ka utaki kupanguzwa ni genje. Njege walikam kuwa
alikam na kidudu tum kama hawamini unaweza kugulum. Saizo jaba ni maini na kindukulu. Walifanya zote zishuke chini pungulu. Atiskade amechange.
Got to do it.